Get the fuck out of here.
Well, we met to kind of announce the bowl site yesterday afternoon. That was before the guy was going into the way to live. And the message was just, hey, we had control over this at Alabama and at Texas, and we did not do enough. I think it's really important that we take ownership over the things that we did have control over, rather than complain about, whatever decisions are being left out. Like, we can't be victims in this situation. Because I think there's a level of entitlement that exists in that cuts against the kind of DNA of our program. So the conversation was, hey, the world expects us to be disappointed right now, but what we are is excited. We have a great opportunity. It's a great celebration on a tremendous bowl stage in a great city against a really challenging Big Ten opponent. As football people, which is what we are in this program, it's just so exciting. So we're looking forward to this time we get to spend together. Right like this morning we had a short practice, but it was really just about one out and having fun around the game that we share and love. We'll do that through the week. We'll turn our attention to Iowa next week, get some time to home for Christmas, and then go have a great team celebration down in Kansas.
Yeah, you had Iowa, but I was focused on the 31st and you said something else that like you said, there's been this prevailing thought in college football now for the last couple of years ago. Don't get in the way of the transfer. Yesterday, the biggest news in college football was when Notre Dame didn't get in. I asked you to speak on Notre Dame. I do want to know why your team decided, hey, we're 10-2, we got knocked out.
So yeah, I want to be really careful because I've got a ton of respect for Marcus and that program, and obviously spent a lot of time up there, so a lot of affection for them. But just to speak on Vanderbilt football, there was no decision. There was no conversation around decision. This program was going to play football, put the ball down, and let's play. That's who we are. That's what we do. We tried to get a 13th game last week. We weren't able to get it early time, so we got the 13th game. It's just December 31st. That's our mentality. We love playing the game of football. It's what we do. We build our relationships around it. We build our culture through it, and we get one more opportunity to do this together. I am going to enjoy every day of this, and I will absolutely soak up every minute on the field with this team on the
Diego Pavia, I had him on Sports Center with me last week. What has he meant to the resurrection of what you were building there?
Well, I don't know that we have time. He's been everything. I mean, and I think it starts with his the humility in his process, his curiosity day in, day out, just in search of higher levels of performance as a person, as a player, the quiet connections he builds with teammates that really lead to inspirational moments on the field, and then you get to the statistical season he's had, the impact he's had in games, the way he takes games over at the quarterback position. There is no one that can improvise like him right now in our game. There's no one that can create like him right now in our game. I would encourage everyone to tune into our bowl game. I mean, this guy is really special, one of one. I'm hoping that obviously we get the
Oh shit, I didn't need to do that.
Kick this away to start us off. And it's fielded. We're sort of trying to make something happen. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And Kirk, this is what we've been looking forward to. A matchup of two quarterbacks who are elite, very competitive, matched up against each other today.
Oh shit, that's my old backup quarterback. Let's go, pussy ass nigga. Yeah.
Very important that they don't get caught up in.
Hold on.
Opening that when we get off air, Coach. Again, congratulations, 10-2, remarkable historic season at Vanderbilt. Cannot wait to watch you in the postseason and see what you continue to do there.
Thanks so much. It's been great to be with you.
the story. Coming up, so much more reaction to the final rankings and all of the fallout we've heard from the SEC perspective. Earlier in the show, the ACC is going to weigh in next. But first, maybe the best video you'll see all day in the Knicks game. Okay, Josh Hart is on the bench with a baby in his hands for whatever reason. He hands the baby off to Mitchell Robinson. Watch Mitchell Robinson's face. Why do I have this baby? And then it rightfully was handed back to the guy. I don't know.
Our recipe is more than the ingredients we choose. It's what we choose to do with them. Developed by our vet nutritionists, all our food is made to the highest safety standards and has clinically proven benefits. It's gently cooked to deliver the nutrients your dog needs without the ultra-processing. Because good ingredients matter, but the best recipes call for so much more. Get 50% off your first box, available only at thefarmersdog.com.
250 years ago, a promise was made. How we deliver has changed, but our purpose hasn't. It's the peace of mind knowing your love arrives reliably and affordably. The United States Postal Service. Delivering since 1775.
Hey, man, play long term.
Individual matchup. They just go out, work against these.
Where's my backpack? Oh, what is this? Doritos.
Don't take up allergic to Cobenfy. Have trouble emptying your bladder, certain liver problems, or untreated malignant lipoma. Serious side effects such as urinary retention, worsening liver, kidney, bile duct, and gallbladder problems. Slow stomach emptying, serious allergic reactions, hair-related glaucoma, increased heart rate, and side effects from most kidney problems may occur. Don't drive or use heavy machinery until you know how Cobenfy affects you. Seek help right away if you have hives, swelling of your face, lips, mouth, tongue, or throat, hoarseness, difficulty speaking, breathing, or emptying your bladder.
Imagine what could be Cobenfy.
Meet Mikey. He's an elf who can make just about anything. Rocket-powered tricycles, easy. Walking teddy bears, done. Helicopter hats, yeah, he's a genius. But there's one thing Mikey can't make. Blood. It baffles him. Completely. That's where you come in. By taking just 1 hour to donate blood, you can save up to 20 lives. If that's not genius, I don't know what is. Give blood. It's more powerful than you know.
Oh, Santa? Oh, hello.
All right.
That they're facing and try to put up as many points as they can.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll tackle him at the 27. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings. We expect a tight competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end.
So on the opening drive, it's now 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Trying for a 4th down completion. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackle to the 35, good enough for a 1st down.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback. And
wow.
It is intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Follows the pick with a nice return before.
Hey, this is what we have on campus here. This is all the stuff we have. And then the defense starts formulating a defense to that. Starts trying to figure out what they do with this case and how they proceed.
And we were talking about there'll be some news, then it will slow down, and then there'll be some news. It's just kind of the process we read.
It's always how it happens, and I think at this point we have to see what they have on Rozier. Rozier, his lawyers already come out and said he's not a gambler. He's going to fight these charges.
Down.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. He's just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The sack moves him into extreme field goal range. You've got to do something now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake, looking to pass him. Catch made by the tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Touchdown, Florida State. They jump on top early. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Now this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. A nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the offense trots back onto the field here. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete, even in a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Let's see what they can create here now to avoid a 3rd and long. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He's wide open. Look out. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new 1st down.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a 1st down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. He escapes the pocket. And he'll leave the ball deep down that right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. They finally stop him, and not before he gets to the 16-yard line. This offense shows its explosive ability. One huge play. They're set up just inside the red zone now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. Breaks into the open. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. It's a quarterback keeper. Oh, what a move. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. Now it's 2nd down here.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a 1st down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
Look out, room to run here.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. A deep shot to the right. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. And the Knowles will line up to punt it away. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. And out comes the offense set to take over here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10. What can they do here to make it 3rd and manageable? Nowhere to run up the middle. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Little. Fires it on the move. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The offense still on the field. Looks like they're going to go for it. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off. The offense now has great field position to start the drive. They're going to run it. Fighting him off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game. The Knowles trying to cash in here in the red zone. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. QB to the tight end for a completion. They'll step out after a nice gain there, and the offense will have 1st and goal. The Seminoles will line up now. It's 1st and goal. And the quarterback dropping back.
Oh, Corey.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Knowles. How in the world do you lose track of the reliable tight end on that play?
The only thing I can think about is the defense is so locked in on the wide receivers or maybe the running game that they just forgot about the tight end. The guy's wide open. That's an easy throw.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 24. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's an out route. The catch made. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a 1st down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on 1st down. The receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. No huddle here for the offense. Back to throw again. There's a screen pass to the running back. He's going to lose yards there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense. 3rd down play for this offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that catch is hauled in. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about.
That's good.
So the big gain wiped away by the penalty, and the offense moving backwards. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He cannot escape. It's a sack. Head coach keeps the punt team on the sidelines for 4th down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So the explosive play changes the complexion of the drive. They're set up outside the 30 now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. To throw, it's Little. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. So no hesitation by the coach. The offense is out there to go for it here. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. On the run here. Lets it go. Short pass. Finds the tight end. He moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on 4th down where you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a 1st down.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9. Here we go. 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. Looking to scramble. Looking to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly. You got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper.
I don't care what era we're talking about in college football. Defending the option when it's really well executed, one of the toughest things that defense can do, and this quarterback deserves a lot of credit. A great feel of when to pull it and when to give it. This time he keeps it himself for the touchdown.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. He steps out of bounds at the 14. That's where the drive will start. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And it's a direct snap. Now, when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Here's the option play. Some hard running there through a tackle. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Boy, they go with the quarterback option here, and the play just didn't seem to feel like it had much of a chance. The execution just off. You got to either keep that or pitch it. He was a little bit hesitant and allowed the defense to get to him.
And the Seminoles will have to kick it away. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. No fair catch. He feels the punt. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First down. We're going to throw the football. Taking a deep shot here to the right.
Pressure. And you got Travis Kelce, who usually makes that play, regardless of how it turns out in transition. The Chiefs, it's no coincidence that one-score games have been their Achilles heel this year. You go back to last year, they made those plays last year in order to win those one-score games. We just haven't got accustomed to them not coming through in the end. They've been the team that seemingly look like they panic when a play needs to be made, as opposed to what we've watched them do for the last 7 years, going and winning these division titles.
Yeah, Marcus, for me, it's you only get so many chances versus great defenses. And you showed some of the drops last night. They had 4 of them, 21 drops on the season, then 3rd and 4th downs. But also, you saw Patrick miss opportunities for touchdowns. A little bit of a short motion by the wide receiver. Starts at the top of the screen. You want to keep that backside corner tucked down. So you chip and then release. That pulls the corner down. Hollywood Brown with the safety leading to the hash. There's a lot of green space. Patrick's peeking to the bottom of the screen, but if he's peeking at Hollywood, that's more than likely a touchdown. This is to start the second half. Little half roll out the quarterback. Once again, that tight end on the backside pulls the corner down. Hollywood runs in corner post. There's a ton of green space to take advantage of. Now this is a completion. But you're the best player on the planet. Good throw by Patrick Mahomes. That's a touchdown. When you go later in that quarter, once again, same look. Half roll by the quarterback. This time you're going to, from that same post, this way plays, pulls the safety. He's got Thornton deep. Launch this ball downfield, and it's a touchdown. Is it a good throw? Yes. But you're Patrick Mahomes. That should be a great throw. Instead, it's a half yard short, and it's a pass breakup. You get 3 or 4 opportunities versus a great defense in a game to make plays. The Chiefs didn't make one of them. Dan's right. They also give up a lot of 3rd and long conversions. They missed the field goal, which is not something that Harrison Butker typically does. The 4th and 1 decision could be questioned why they were going for it. The 4th and 4 decision could be questioned why they were going for it. You know, I get up last week. I was the lone person to pick the Chiefs, and I didn't even feel it in my belly. I felt like I was, on the Titanic with the bunch of it's a gentleman, it's a nice playing with you. Like, I think exactly. I think I'm supposed to do this, but I don't feel that way anymore. It's done. And if you think they're going to be back next year and those things go, ask our colleague Troy Aikman about that. You go 3 and 4 years and you think, all right, well, we didn't win this year, but next year, it's not that easy. I don't know if we're going to see the Chiefs back. There are a lot of good teams in the AFC, and last night, they were not good at it.
Yeah, there's a great Memphis philosophy named Gloria Hallelujah Woods. And she said at the end of the day, they go in. And when you think about the Kansas City Chiefs and you think about the Dallas Cowboys or the New England Patriots who were able to extend their dynasty over 2 decades, you don't have to necessarily retool or rebuild. Sometimes you have to recommit to being something different. And you can see they want to replace Tyreek Hill with speed, and so you go get Xavier Worthy. And you don't do some of the things because you have Patrick Mahomes that can build around him. You want to build through him. I think defensively they missed on some draft picks, and they need to improve there to be better up front to get 4-man rushes. I know Nina Kimes is going to talk about some of the things they can do offensively to help Patrick Mahomes as well. They felt like they had the greatest player in the world, and he was always going to bail them out. So let's build people he can play through instead of getting people who can take some of the pressure off of him.
Yeah, let's spend some time on that. And the Chiefs not officially eliminated, but if you're in charge of the next iteration of this Chiefs offense, where's your focus in the offseason?
Yeah, I think it's both personnel, but also scheme, which is kind of crazy. Personnel-wise, Ryan touched on it. You need speed up front. By the way, Chris Jones played like unbelievable in this game, and it didn't matter. Then he needs a speed, I think, on that defensive line to help him out. And then offensively, size is something I would look to add. The contrast between seeing what Nico Collins was doing, the lack of that for Kansas City playmakers. But then to go to the scheme, I mean, we've been talking about it all year long, but it was so vivid in this game. The gun-run game just isn't working for Kansas City, and I understand that's a part of their RPO-centric offense, and sometimes Patrick is throwing it instead of handing it off. But in this game on gun runs, check it out, both averaged under 3 yards per carry. It's been the case all year. I think they need to really take this offseason to reinvent who they are as a rushing team. Because the NFL, if you don't have playmakers who can dominate, you got to have a run game like Buffalo, and they don't really have one.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on what they do, certainly. Kansas City also has 14 seasons, both of which in jeopardy this season, of course. We'll continue on the Chiefs a little bit later on as well throughout this week. But how about the Colts? Trevor Lawrence taking them on with the Jags, of course. In early first quarter, the game is tied at 7. Jags in the red zone. And Trevor Lawrence was in his bag in this game, finding Jacoby Myers.
And so was Liam Cohen. This was a great double move by Jacoby Myers. He's been a revelation since coming over from the Las Vegas Raiders.
Jaguars lead by 7 late in first quarter. Same score. Brutal moment here. Daniel Jones falling down while throwing, slow to get up, starts grabbing that Achilles area, and you'll see another look at this. He goes down without any contact. He would leave the game. Later diagnosed with a torn Achilles. Riley Leonard would replace him. Adam Schefter joins us in just a moment with more updates on Daniel Jones. But I don't care who you're a fan of. That breaks your heart to see. Early second quarter, Jags still ahead by 7. Travis Etienne finds a hole, takes it down the sideline, 28-yard touchdown.
This run game was huge for this team early on in the year. They seem to be getting back to it. You had the pulling offensive lineman Travis Etienne who followed them into the end zone.
Jackson DeVille was all involved there. Jaguars lead 21-7. 7 minutes left. Down 31-13 inside their own 9. And Leonard feels the pressure, tries to get rid of it. Josh Hindell.
Listen, the game started with an interception by Devin Lloyd, and here's just another huge play for this defense.
Jaguars go on to win it, 36-19. Here's more on Daniel Jones.
Anytime you lose a guy that puts in so much work and so much effort and is always there for his team and is showing up with a fibula injury and goes out there and freaking plays, just so much respect for him. Just so much respect.
It's devastating. He's out there fighting, scratching, clawing the past few weeks, and just to see him go down, you don't know what's going on, and you just hope for the best. But that was definitely a gut punch.
Let's bring Adam Schefter in here for more. Hey, Adam, on Daniel Jones and this injury. What's next now for the Colts?
Laura, this is a difficult situation for Daniel Jones and the Colts. Obviously, Daniel Jones first will have to find a surgeon and schedule the surgery, which obviously will end the season. As for the Indianapolis Colts, they will have to find a replacement for Daniel Jones. The first one you would think of would be Riley Leonard, except for the fact that he banged his knee yesterday, had knee soreness today, and the Colts are uncertain about whether Riley Leonard can play Sunday at Seattle against the tough Seahawks defense. If he can't play, the only other quarterback on the roster currently is the practice squad quarterback Brett Rippon. Anthony Richardson remains on injured reserve after fracturing his orbital bone in a pregame warm-up in October, so they really are decimated at the position right now. Riley Leonard would seem to be next, and obviously you hope that Daniel Jones can get well as soon as possible. His contract was set to expire this offseason. He was set to become a free agent. Obviously, it was a difficult situation that to go through yesterday, a difficult situation ahead for Daniel Jones and the Colts.
More from Adam throughout the show. There's a lot of news flying around. Dan, you hear the report there on Riley Leonard's knee, but let's say he is healthy enough to go. Is he good enough to keep the Colts playoff hopes alive?
I liked a lot of the things that Riley Leonard did yesterday. I thought he moved well. I thought he threw the ball well. I thought he threw the ball better yesterday than he had in college and many times. But the 3 major injuries are the concern. I mean, Riley Leonard still has perimeter players. Michael Pittman Jr. was really good. You saw him move the pocket, get outside, use his athleticism, find players like Alec Pierce, Tyler Warren. So is he good enough to keep them afloat for a game or two? Yes. To keep their playoff hopes alive is hard. The loss of DeForest Buckner, the loss of Sauce Gardner, now Daniel Jones. And I would say this for the Daniel Jones loss. It's not only a massive loss for this year because the playoffs are absolutely in question, it's also for next year. If anybody's been paying attention to Atlanta, Kirk Cousins, the Achilles injury 2 years ago, did not look good last year. He looked much different as a player improving-wise this year. So it's not only impacting this year, I think it's going to very much so impact the position in Indianapolis next year.
And it's a good point, although unfortunate. Indianapolis, by the way, lost 3 consecutive games after that 8-2 start where they looked unstoppable. That means now, as you look at the AFC South, the Jaguars are in the driver's seat to win the AFC South. Jacksonville has a 56% chance to win the division, according to ESPN Analytics.
Coach, you have to feel like someone shattered your playoff window. Not that your playoff window closed. You look at early on in this season, And they didn't have really one of those quality wins. We didn't know the Denver Broncos were going to turn into who they are. And they took a penalty on a field goal attempt to get them that win as well. And so now you see the Pittsburgh Steelers, you play the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Texans, the Chiefs, all of these teams in the playoff hunts, plus the injuries, and it's just so difficult to win. And you look at what Riley Leonard was able to do. One, I'm a huge fan, right? Because I got to watch him take the Notre Dame Fighting Irish to the national championship. But if I'm somebody like Russell Wilson, I'm going to run upstairs and say, hey, man, fire me, right? Waive me right now, and maybe I can go play for this Indianapolis Colts team who has some pieces around that I can help win and get to the playoffs. Because right now, this team went all in. Sauce Gardner hurt, and now Daniel Jones, he was the reason you felt like...
In a way to get this game going. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
Damn, with some face masks for red. Yeah, bitch ass nigga, let's get it.
Matched up against each other today. One of the better matchups we'll see all season.
Yeah, game.
Find me something you can attack in the Houston Texans defense. It doesn't exist. And I think, too, like we saw CJ, the thing that I liked about Houston last night, and even though it wasn't this phenomenal performance, CJ Stroud moved out of the pocket, made some critical throws, third down situations, extended some drives. And if you telling me that the Houston Texans offensive line and offense is not going to give games away, the defense going to take something. So
really pointed to all summer. Looking forward to this matchup. Knew these two quarterbacks would go head-to-head. Very important that they don't get caught up in the individual matchup. They just go out, work against these defenses that they're facing, and try to put up as many points as they can.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. First play looking to throw it. It's a screen pass complete to the running back.
I love early in a game like this when you get the running back involved. You just get his hands on the football. Also, nice easy screen. Gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice easy throw. And look at this. It ends up being a huge play.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's got room to run. The ball is loose.
Wow.
They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play here. They bring him down, but a heads-up play to scoop up the fumble and make first down yardage. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. On the move now. It's a deep shot to the right.
Boy, just like that, we've got a big play already here by this offense. Not afraid to take some shots downfield. They hit it. They got a great field position now.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Rolls right, trying to make something happen.
Odell.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback
Don't
puts
go through
it
that
right
wall,
on
bro.
the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. Wants to throw it.
We are with you for 2 hours on Mondays. Coming up, pivotal matchup in SoFi tonight. We got an update on Justin Herbert.
From time to time on Sundays, the opening drive, you get a touchdown. And for whatever reason, the analytics tell you to go for 2 to try to get an 8-point lead. Here, they get stopped, so it's 6-0.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So Florida State's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. It's a fumble. The offense able to fall on the football, working to maintain.
Co-pilot, Make us claymation. Dude. Copilot, make us statues. Oh, come on. Make us anime style. Unlimited power! Why are we
Oh.
There. Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Cut quickly. Great cut there. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Second down play coming up for this offense. And he drops back in the gun. Looks toward the sideline and finds the running back. And he's brought down, but they went backwards. Completion. Good work by the defense.
Never had a snack wrap, and I'm devastated. Imagine tasting a snack wrap for the very first time.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
The Knowles will have to punt this one away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. Second down play coming up.
That's a really good run by this offense. And, Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense.
Looking for a man deep down the middle. Oh, inside the red zone and still running. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score. This offense showing their explosive ability. One huge play, and they're set up in the red zone. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
Almost as much
See what the call is on 1st and 10. He hands it off from the gun. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4. So 3 plays in, this offense has set up a 1st and goal. Very efficient so far. Same tailback, another carry. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle. Defense spending a timeout here to discuss things. Second down and goal upcoming. Looking to throw here. Moves out of the pocket.
Oh, don't stop running, fool.
Oh, and he can't quite come up with it in the end zone. A missed opportunity. Now sets up 3rd down, and you're in the red zone. Here we go, back in the red zone. 0 for 2 scoring touchdowns here so far, and it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. They'll try a pass here. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution.
Hello?
Jalen Hurts said now's the time to start winning games based on identity. He said we need to focus on one thing.
Nothing? What's up?
Everyone needs to be all in on that. Saquon Barkley said he would like to have figured this out by now, but he also said we're 8-4, not the other way around. So everything that Philadelphia wants is still out in front of them. And as for what the Eagles' identity should be, a run-down team with Barkley and Hurts, or a passing team with A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. Hurts said it doesn't have to be one or the other. He said it's got to be about balance and the belief that they're not afraid to get to either one, the run or the pass.
In the refrigerator?
What each game demands. So Jalen Hurts said we have the talent,
been asleep. I haven't eaten today. I just got like 30 minutes ago, probably. Or no, like 1:15.
Yeah, since I talked to you.
Hmm?
Yeah, I guess since I talked to you, that's a good nap time.
Mm-hmm.
I guess to me it just seems like it's been longer since that time. But now that I look at the time difference,
Oh, she picked a lot.
No one's going to have more information on Herbert than you will be on the sidelines. I don't see them throwing the ball around willy-nilly. I have under on the interceptions here. I don't think he throws one today. I think they're going to be protected with the ball. I think they're going to make sure plays. And I think the running game's going to have to play a huge role. I don't see him throwing an interception against the Eagles. As far as Saquon Barkley, Nick Sirianni said this week they are trying to inspect everything on the table and trying to figure out everything. Guess what? The everything that usually works, ride Saquon. I think over on 17.5 rush attempts. I think you're going to see a lot of Saquon. Last year in this building on a Sunday night game, he ran wild for 200-plus yards against the Rams. He likes it in L.A. I think he will do it. As far as your anytime touchdown, these are what we call a moonshot. Maybe not one of the most obvious names. I'm going with the Chargers and their tight end, Aronde Gaston II. Fifth-round pick out of Syracuse. Had a bunch of plays early in the season. Only had one catch last time they played against the Raiders. But I think with Herbert and the risk that they're worried about, looking at tight ends and get a lot more action, some security stuff.
Echo, what's the weather?
It's a beautiful sunny day in Houston with 59 degrees right now. Today's high will be 60 degrees with a low of 38 degrees tonight.
Wins, pays out 105 bucks. That's a big win. 10 bucks. You can win $105. I was struggling with that, but we got it. Moonshot. Okay, coming up, Green Bay pulled off the win against the Bears, and we're going to go break this one down like only NFL Live can. RC on how the Packers defense came up big. Dan on Jordan Love's masterful performance. That's coming your way next. Hey, Missouri viewers, DraftKings Sportsbook is now live in the Show Me State. And new customers bet $5, get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Download the app and use promo code NFL Live when you sign up. More from LA right after this. We're inside SoFi Stadium getting you ready for Monday Night Football.
Oh, yeah, it is more red than I want. Okay. Yeah, I think so. I think that this is...
Everyone gets what they want. Now we choose the deal. So I get exactly what I want and so something princess.
There's something for everyone at the $5 duo or $7 trio.
You have waited all year for mom's cooking. You know it's better without your peeps grilling you. Save what's left for later in the #1 trusted pack. For the love of food, Ziploc.
Hefty Johnson.
For psoriatic arthritis, mornings came with sore, swollen, and stiff joints. Now, with Bimzelx, I'm back to less joint pain and stiffness, less fatigue, and for some, Bimzelx can deliver 0 swollen joints.
Serious side effects like suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections, and lower ability to fight them, liver problems, and inflammatory bowel disease have occurred. Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, or fevers, chills, muscle aches, or cough occur, you plan a vaccine or plan to. Before starting, get checked for infections, tuberculosis, and liver problems.
Start to say I'm back to less joint pain and stiffness with Bimzelx.
Ask your doctor about Bimzelx.
$600 a year. If you're 50 plus, you could save up to that much by switching 2 unlimited lines from Big Wireless to Consumer Cellular. And we've got the same reliable coverage. So why don't you pick up your phone while I take this hammer and...
Yeah. You knew it was. You heard me open it.
I didn't hear you open it. I heard something before.
If you're over 50, get 2 unlimited lines for $30.
I didn't hear the
and right
can
now,
open
get your
at
second
all.
month free.
You just being nosy. Just nosy.
I'm not being nosy. You just had to have it.
I asked for it. You said yes.
The #1 longest lasting AA battery.
That means yes.
LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions
It's more than that. That's.
Saying yes because you're asking.
It's more. Sure means more than yes, actually.
Accounts, home title, and loans open in your name, right on your phone. LifeLock. Join today.
Credit One Bank presents Max Out.
You. I thought that. What are you talking about?
His eyes are bigger than his wallet. And his credit score pays the price.
You do be having stuff over here though.
He should only use 30% or less of his credit limit. Because using his full
Not if you eat it or drink it.
Don't be like Max out. Instead, learn how to avoid the wreckers at creditwreckers.com. Credit One Bank for what's ahead.
Then people gave me a bottle of liquor.
Crust for $9.49 from Little Caesars. It has delicious breadcrumbs on a cheese-stuffed crust that make it, what's the word? It's crunch-tastic. You read my mind, kiddo.
She still said.
Stuffed crust for only $9.49.
She still said. She said, "Fuck that hoe again."
The Chargers host the defending champion Eagles this week on Monday Night Football.
You're probably wondering why we're monsters.
The thought did cross my mind.
It's because while Joe and Troy are on the call for the Human World game, we'll be calling the Monster World game.
Live inside the new Cheer Floor Stadium at Monsters Inc.
I got some Doritos.
Monday Football kicks off tonight at 8 Eastern from Monstropolis and Monday Night Football from LA.
Why is my tie so short?
To test the toughness of the 3-row Kia Sorento X-Pro and the Kia Sorento Turbo Hybrid.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Built for the unstoppable. Kia, movement that inspires.
My streaming network is expanding.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. He connects on the PAT. It's 13-0 now. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
The details, like, or you say I'm gonna let you know, I'm not gonna follow
but this rollout, the sidearm throw to Alameda is a catch in the end zone.
See, they never been to the game before. I told her about the
Returner choosing to field this one. Coverage team flying downfield, not much gained on that return. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Short connection to the tight end here.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Looking for the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Breaks into the clear. Oh, the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Seminoles.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for this 6 points.
And the PAT is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner tried to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Breaks free. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll change the pre-snap look now. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he is wide open for a huge gain. you taught on defense, Kirk, don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right calls.
What have they got cooked up for this two-point conversion attempt? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he's got it. So the two-point try is successful, and they build the lead even further.
Chris, as you know, the windows are so tight down here, especially when you're throwing the ball this close to the goal line. And this quarterback was just simply dealing to thread that ball in there for two. Great throw.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Turner trying to create good field position. And the coverage team gets him down. Not much gained on that return. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Screen to the wide receiver. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
And this crowd coming to life here trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. Short throw complete to the tight end. And the defense
second hit, boy.
Much of it.
With too high. I love everything that Jeff Hafley was able to do on third down yesterday, and I felt like he really made things difficult to read for Vic Johnson and Caleb Williams.
Completion. Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Out of the gun now on third down. The receiver grabs it. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. The Seminoles will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack.
Oh, my goodness. That looked to be the defensive back who came flying up there to put the pressure on the quarterback.
Second down now after the sack. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Look out, he's in the clear.
Oh, he tried to force it, and it backfired.
Gordon Galindo.
The defense of stepping in front of that throw and taking it all the way back for a touchdown.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he's not going to get there. Stopped short. Missed opportunity to build this lead. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Excellent work by the coverage team. He's brought down after just a short return. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. He'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down. Important 3rd down play coming up after that completion. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Finds his target, and it's complete. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, it's 3rd and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving that option for a run. I thought it throws the defense enough for the quarterback to make a quick run.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Yeah.
Boy, when you're trailing like this early in a game, it makes it very easy on the defense. All they're going to do is have a straight line at the quarterback, knowing he's back there trying to throw the football, trying to play catch-up. It's not going to be the last time we're going to see this quarterback on his back.
After the 1st down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 22.
This game tonight, the Chargers and the Eagles. Coming up next, the Steelers are on Monday Night Football next week.
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's a quick grab, and he'll be brought down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
3rd down upcoming after that completion. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun.
With that ball, y'all.
That's the 3rd sack now,
yeah,
and we're not
we're gonna
even
get more.
halftime. The offense is losing. They're getting whipped up front at the line of scrimmage. The offensive coordinator better make some adjustments or this thing could snowball.
And the Seminoles will line up to boot it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. To begin the drive here, set up at the 30. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He escapes the pocket. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. The tight end's got it on the quarter route. They keep the drive going. It's a 1st down to the 46. The shotgun handoff here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Offense in hurry-up mode.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum that comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here...
Looking for a deep completion. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
It's a solid game.
Big in a beat, boy.
What'll be likely the final play of this 1st quarter. Let's check out the quarterback comparison here through the 1st quarter.
Shouldn't transfer, pussy nigga.
Crucial stage of the game as we begin the 2nd quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. The shotgun running play call.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll raise 2nd in inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Using his legs, it's Montgomery. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down. No huddle now for the offense. Quarterback still with the football. He shreds the tackle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. On the run here. Lets it go. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Little ass tried to get in there.
Down at the 1. Big gain on the pitch and catch.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
That's a new set of downs, and it's 1st and goal for the offense. Movement here from the tight end. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Defense expecting runs. They'll stop him short of the goal line. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Okay, now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep.
And that's his 2nd touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
The offense is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt. From the shotgun, drops back. And he makes the grab. A successful 2-point try, and they bump the lead up even more.
Well, I thought the defense did a pretty good job of defending this 2-point try, but let's give all the credit to the quarterback and the receiver for being able to be in sync and in rhythm to come down with that catch and the 2 points.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. There's the handoff. Breaking tackles.
Boy, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break 1 tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Here's a quick
yeah, 1. That boy be on the fucking way.
No gain.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the 1st down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout.
Look at the protection that you can guarantee your quarterback, and you don't have to throw the ball downfield. You can take your shot if it's there.
Offense trots that onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he runs that about. That's a big gainer there. The drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down.
Over 75 yards and the ball never travels past 10 yards down the field. And so you talked about it 17 times.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They get him to the ground, but it's 1st down now at the 28. Explosive plays, and now another 1st down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll feed the back again. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Hellfresh now operating in the red zone, facing a 3rd and short from the 20. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Looking to the end zone.
Oh, catch it, cuz. Oh, no.
Chris, that would have been his 5th touchdown of the game if he hit that one. I'm a little surprised he didn't get it. He's been on the money today.
So a field goal attempt coming up now. This will be a 37-yard attempt. The kick is good. He knocked it.
That's the most in NFL history. And what he's doing is historic. There's no other way to look at it. All right, how about some of the action between Steelers and Ravens? You mentioned Lamar Jackson. Let's see what he did. This one for first place lead in the AFC North. Okay, midway through the first, Steelers trailing 3-0. We said it's like the playoffs have already started, and that's true. Aaron Rodgers faking the handoff, decides to run it in himself for the touchdown. Steelers leading 7-3. We pick it up middle of the third. Ravens now trailing 20-9. Lamar Jackson to Isaiah Likely in the end zone. This is a big deal for the touchdown, and Ravens trail 20-16. Ensuing Steelers drive. Rodgers hits Jalen Warren. He takes it 38 yards for the TD. Steelers leading 27-16. Okay, so now under 3 minutes left to play. Rodgers got the fist bumps going, and Ravens trailing 27-22. First and 10 at the Steelers 13, and Jackson throws to Likely again. But is that a touchdown? Okay, the initial ruling was that the pass was complete, but after the call is reviewed, it's reversed. This is a massive game, and we told you first place on the line of the AFC North. Harbaugh not happy. A few plays later, 4th down for the Ravens. Jackson trying to connect with Mark Andrews, but it's incomplete. And Patrick Queen coming up with a big stop there for that Steelers defense. Now the Steelers in prime position as the Ravens are still trying to mount the comeback after a Steelers punt. 9 seconds left. Final chance for Baltimore from the Pittsburgh 29, and Jackson sacked by Alex Highsmith. So the Steelers go on to win 27-22. And RC, let's start at the end. You good with the Likely touchdown being called back?
Absolutely not. If I'm the Baltimore Ravens, I feel like I was football moved out of the AFC North top position. Listen, we know that things are different in the end zone. Isaiah Likely catches the football. He doesn't seed it because he knows that Joey Porter Jr. can knock it away, and he gets 2 steps down. There is no football move to be made. There is no next step to be taken. So you mean to tell me had he caught the football and then patted his feet 3 times in the end zone, it would have been a touchdown? If I'm Coach Harbaugh, I'm absolutely livid about this call because it has changed my situation. It has changed my position as it accounts to the playoffs this year and winning the AFC North. It's an absolutely blown call, in my opinion, and that's something that they now have to live with.
I agree with you, RC. You can't justify it. You look at that, and that's a touchdown. It's a touchdown to everybody on earth. That's why football, except for the people that need to be. And ultimately, this was a Baltimore Ravens offense that was struggling to find its way. And for a critical play to be taken away from them in that particular situation, that's a very tough pill to swallow if you are.
Yeah, and they had a lot of other opportunities, but this team was trailing because the Pittsburgh Steelers were actually able to produce some offense in this game. What did you like from Aaron Rodgers and that group?
Well, I like the explosiveness. Obviously, that's something that's been missing. Talked about DK Metcalf not having to catch over 15 yards. They took advantage of man coverage, and he pushed the ball down the field, got it out of his hands quickly, hit Austin down the sideline as well. The running backs in space when they are catching the ball as well. But the other thing that stood out to me, RC, more than anything, when you talk about Aaron Rodgers, is the most time he's had in the game. The Ravens had no pass rush. And I thought at some point, Zach Arnold would start bringing some pressure and trying to create and get Aaron off his spot. That's when we've seen this pass game struggle. That's why they've had so many struggles. You give up an edge to Aaron Rodgers to go in for a touchdown.
Aaron Rodgers took the edge.
Okay, all right. This was an absolute disaster of a defensive performance from the Baltimore Ravens, in my opinion. And when you look at it, now going forward, I don't think
down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off.
But now everyone is anticipating anticipating that they're going to...
He'll return it from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Breaks free. Fights off a defender. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Here's the second down play. And there's the handoff. He'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. And he keeps it. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. Direct snap. First down and more. He's still running. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? They'll bring him down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. They bring him down for a loss. After the big game, they feed him the ball again, but the defense all over it this time. Important second down play coming up. Play action fake, looking to throw. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. Got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Receiver makes the grab. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's fourth down. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Handoff from the shotgun. Breaks into the clear. He's got the first down and still motoring. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. First and 10 play coming up.
What a big game by this offense, and they're now going to kick to that up-tempo. Kind of sense that the defense is a bit on their heels, confused, looking to the sidelines. A great time to go hurry up.
Play action fake, looking to throw. It's the 2-minute timeout. We've got a blowout developing here. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back. It's Little. And the completion made. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking deep to the right side. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Lets it go quickly. He's got it with room to run. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw yet again. Pressure is coming. Good throw, catch made. They bring him down after a short gain there. A completion makes it second and short. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking to scramble. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. The long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. Looking to throw it on first down. Grab made by the tight end. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12. First down here for this offense. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. On the move now. Also out of bounds, close to the end zone. And the player is down, injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The offense trying to cap a really impressive first half, trying to punch it in here and build on this lead before halftime. And they'll try the quarterback sneak. Defense expecting run all the way. They stop him short of the goal line.
Although he knew he was going to get the snap and sneak it, it just didn't look like he was ready to go. I don't know if the ball ever really got into his hands to give him any momentum. He was driven back on that play.
Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half.
Chris, we're only a few ticks from halftime. It doesn't feel like this thing's already over. Just a first half beat down to be remembered. This is going to be a fun locker room at halftime.
And we like the two bad kids in the class. That's why y'all send us the timeout all the time.
I came to explain a coverage about the game we're going to talk about and ask what the hell the Bears were doing, and that's why we're laughing.
And that's why you're laughing. I just want to make sure people know they're not laughing about Trey Hendrickson, okay? It's the coverage of the Bears. Also, Mina has not gone to timeout yet today. Only Ryan and Marcus have gone. Okay. How about this?
Now the try here for the extra point.
Let's go back to the action.
PAT is good as they build on this big lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Turner looking to make a play here. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So it's first down, but they just kneel down before halftime here. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Final seconds in the first half, they will just take a knee and head to the locker room. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. Return starts from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. It's a start on the next drive. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They were reeling in the first half. It's a massive deficit to try to make up as we start the third quarter. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Looking to pass here on second down. Looking for a man deep on the right side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play.
There as a defense went over that exact play, that exact look, that exact formation, and promise you.
Oh, shit.
He will make the first down, tackled at the 26. And the Noles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On first and 10, looking to throw.
Oh, let me reach.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. That incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 26. A play action, looking to throw. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. The catch makes it a more manageable third down. And they hand it off to the back. The defense smothers him for no gain. The Noles will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Offense ready to start this drive. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Moves out of the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. He's past the marker, still on his feet. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
With the defense in man coverage, nobody there to account for the quarterback. A clear path opens up, a lot of space out in front. The quarterback made the defense pay big time.
The pass rush closing in. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack. After the sack on first down, it's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Is on to boot it away now.
He looked comfortable as hell. He was back there sleeping. But the secondary obviously...
Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. He's got a man down the middle. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough. After that completion. And the quarterback keeps it here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in the keeper.
Not that guy. And now the way he's pushing the football down the field. I remember talking on Monday after he played the New York Giants, and the friend of mine named Neil Hines said,
off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He's running out of
bitch ass nigga. Yeah, motherfucker.
No gain.
Shouldn't have transferred, ho.
The player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out.
That was just a weird one. Everybody has one of those. Marcus said he's so comfortable he's asleep back there.
That man fell asleep.
Can I just go?
Wake up and throw a pick.
The Bears, after a week of us crowning the Bears, they were the 1 seed in the NFC. We got their week. It was the whole thing. They're the 7th seed right now. That's how fast this thing can turn.
That happened in one
But
game.
they was in the AFC.
All right, now listen. Yeah, true.
That'd be the
We're going to stay by the Dan for just a little bit, but you guys do not want to miss when he returns. It's a big surprise, okay? That's coming later in the show. But
Cheers. I hope I fucking broke his ribs.
All the people in Alabama looking for Dan right now.
They punted 4 times already, on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this 3rd down. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Dropping back, it's Isaac. A deep shot to the left side.
Yes, sir. Not even worried about it. These guys are way better than my last year's guys. Jeez, they used to be getting smoked. Oh, that's Deion Joy.
We'll be right back.
Close that space.
I promise I'm not trying to take your job.
Well, personally,
Struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
He'll field the punt.
Get the
And the
fuck out
coverage
of
team
here.
pins him in and brings him down. Split backfield here. On 1st down, it's play action. Quick throw to the left side. Oh, what a grab! It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the 1st down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
The tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Looking to throw it again. Makes a quick grab. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a 1st down. Offense will set up on 1st and 10.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working.
Football comes out.
Fuck me.
The defense scoops it up.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the 2nd half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground, and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
And here comes.
It is so fast and easy. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage.
Check your price today at ethos.com.
State offense on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? The quarterback keeps the football. That's a nice tackle.
Push through to a better place with personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find
Muscle cramps.
The senior.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. To the air. It's Isaac. Throws to the tight end. Catch made in space. Look out. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Play action here on 1st down. Pass complete on a crossing route. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Seminoles will line up on 1st and 10. Heading left after the handoff. Nowhere to run on that play. It got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard. Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that 1st down loss. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Ran by the receiver. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play. If they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. A chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. comes fourth down. Now look at this. They line up in the Wildcat formation. And it's a direct snap.
None of that. Oh no. JPJ, let's go.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Stopped short the marker after just a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
Makes the grab. It's Montgomery. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun now on third down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And the gain just good enough for a first down. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He escapes the pocket. He'll throw it now.
First down.
This one is caught. They bring him down just short, inches away from a first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So now from the 29, it's third down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. They make the tackle, but nice gain. Sets him up first down at the 14.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out.
Oh.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Looking for a man. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. So here we go. Third down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Looking to the end zone.
Great teams put the hammer down when the opportunity presents itself. That's exactly what they did here with this touchdown.
Dog, Watson, if he gets it straight.
And now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And the back now goes in motion. Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all. Running play goes backwards, makes it second down and 12 now. quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. The defense all over it. And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets.
Turn it off.
Everybody involved in this game. Let's see if a comeback is in store here as we start the fourth quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Setting the back in motion. Scanning the field. It's Isaac.
Oh, kid.
It is incomplete. A chance for a big man takeaway there, but he couldn't quite hold on.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
And it's fielded at the 40. Oh, and he's got some space here. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
The ball is caught. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the 1st down.
Bro, come on,
after
bro.
a nice pickup on the run. Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football and vertical shots to boot.
The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs.
This is a hot flash. This is a not flash. This is a hot flash. This is not. If you have hot flashes and night sweats due to menopause, ask about Vioza, the #1%.
Someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty.
Due to menopause, so you can have fewer hot flashes and more not flashes.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. It's a shotgun run call. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
What I always love to see on these offsides calls is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
It is so fast and easy. You can get a quote in seconds.
And here's the return from inside the 5. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? They'll take a deep shot. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down and missed it. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Catch made on the left
Good tackle,
side.
20.
Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Press coverage now from the secondary. Bringing pressure. On the run, he'll let it go.
Oh!
But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. Son to kick it away, helping his team with field position.
Can you play in the NFL? No. But with the Old Spice NFL collection, can you smell like you play in the NFL?
And here's the return.
I'm the coach now.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Offense back out there trying to get something going.
Yes. Touchdown.
And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Incompletion makes it second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Gets loose. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looking deep downfield to the left. Catch made down inside the 25. Brought down to the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. We're in the fourth quarter. Run the ball. Get out of Dodge. Keep everybody healthy.
Speaking of JSN, how about that? Look at this. Darnold finding JSN, takes it in for the touchdown.
After one enormous play, the offense is set up with a 1st and 10 inside the red zone.
Stepping up, flipping it to Smith and Jim for another touchdown. Seahawks win 37-9, a beat down of the Falcons. The NFC West continues.
And the tight end goes in motion before the snap.
Sitting at 10-3. 49ers not far behind.
Grinding away on the ground. Solid gain there. Sets up a 1st and goal at the 7. Fresh set of downs. 1st and goal. Caught by the receiver.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Extra point. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner is brought down. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this route? They've got it in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play. Running play goes back. Pocket breaking down.
Safety, let's go. Hunt these hoe-ass niggas, boy. Let's go. Yeah. I know it.
They seemingly can't do anything right. At least they only have the rest of this quarter. Don't worry, fellas. It'll be over soon.
Interception, 6 tackles, 2 tackles for a loss, a sack, a pass breakup, and you know it, so much.
So the safety will set up a free kick. They'll boot it away from their 20.
When you start getting your second round draft,
he breaks free.
Week 14 and like actually let me be done the play again. Let me insert myself.
And the offense trots back out on the field again.
Fascinating to see how this all plays out. They're playing tools. I can't wait.
He is going to force the record. And by the way, to Peter's point, the Rams finished the season with the Lions, Seahawks, Falcons, and Cardinals. So that's how the whole thing shakes out. All right,
hand off to the right side. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Out of bounds after another big scramble. This guy's legs has been a major weapon for the offense today. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now. Incompletion sets up a second down. He'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. Offense in a split backfield now. First down, looking to throw the football. It's a short completion of the tight end.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it...
Looking for the end zone, has a lane.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. But he safely make the recovery.
Man, but that, okay. Yeah, that's cool if you can force that dude to try to come and catch it.
Baltimore was the ultimate, you know we're running the football and you can't stop it. Not anymore. Team, and I think that's what's changed about this team. Also, too, the present and the danger of Lamar Jackson with the football in his hand. Early on in that game, you saw T.J. Watt with 2 times. He just ran down the line of scrimmage because he knew.
It's the fourth quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Back to throw. It's Isaac.
Boom! Woo!
He makes the grab. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. And the Knowles looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Makes the handoff, looking to throw. The receiver makes the catch.
That was beautiful.
Touchdown, Florida State. This quarterback on fire today.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset. They're playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
Extra point try coming now. And the PAT is good.
No, you know what time it is. It's Monday. So I got to highlight the big fellas. And first, I want to talk about Al-Kadeem Muhammad from the Detroit Lions. 3 sacks against the Dallas Cowboys. I didn't like it when it was happening at the time, and everybody knows why. We don't have to be Captain Obvious. But he made some phenomenal plays. And if you get 3 sacks in a game where you have to win it if you're the Detroit Lions. And
got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Good job. It's a phenomenal night. I got some more big guys.
Fields it just outside the goal line.
Come back now, you hear?
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. He goes out of bounds. They'll spot the ball at the 41. Excellent starting field position. So here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 41. Pounding away with the run game. And he's brought down out at the 46. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He's got it in the open. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. First and 10. Offense right to the line. Playing with tempo now.
Boy, this defense cannot find any way to slow this guy down. He's been making plays like this all game long. Over 100 yards receiving on the day now.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. The gain makes it second and medium. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Hey, I get the passing of football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players. Get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. And the receiver snags it. It's complete.
Boy, the timing here is essential between the quarterback and the receiver. You got to find that window between the linebackers. He does it, puts the ball right on the money, and then how about the speed after the catch by the receiver for the touchdown?
When you've waited all year for mom's cooking, you know it's better without your aunt grilling you. Save what's left for later in the #1 trusted bag. For the love of food.
Now the offense will go for a two-point conversion.
I knew it. You are.
And he'll set up to throw. Looking to scramble. And he'll make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more.
Well, we know this quarterback is a threat throwing the football. Here he uses his legs to get this two-point conversion. Nice call.
On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. The Noles looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Dropping back. It's Isaac. He's got it, looking for the end zone. And he'll run out of bounds, picking up a few yards on the play. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. He's looking to throw. Caught for the completion. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage.
Timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. Well, a field goal here does them no good. So the offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Looking for 6. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this 4th down play in the 4th quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. They step up again. Give them the game ball.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. One last shot, incomplete, but they wrap up the victory. Well, it's been a great season. Big things still possible, Kirk, but for the first time, they run into a hurdle they can't clear. Now, how will they respond to this first loss?
And I think that's the big question. One loss isn't going to eliminate these guys from the playoff, but all they can do and focus on now is resetting, regrouping, and maybe use this loss as fuel down the stretch.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
pressure and make plays down the field were huge for this team. And here is a big run in the red zone.
Yeah, Dari Wale running it in for the 5-yard touchdown. You said earlier, RC, that's the first touchdown.
Marks went down.
Well, exactly. That kid kept it. Oh, no. Mahomes looking for right. That was again on fourth down. Well, the Texans have the second highest drop rate in the league against them. That's not luck. That's because people do not like being hit by the Texans.
Absolutely not.
Nobody does. There's Kelsey didn't like Aziz Al-Shire into him. Kelsey cannot bring it in. The Texans go on to win this one 20-10, and my goodness, with the win, Houston back into the AFC playoff picture. ESPN Analytics gives the Texans a 90% chance to make the playoffs, a 34% chance to win the AFC South. As you see, they're all smiles in that Texans locker room after the win.
The spreading out of all these interceptions. These are 4 players who could all be all pros this season. That's how good they have been at the defensive back position. And then you've got the linebackers who all are Johnny on the spot, and they all fit you. We had them in a Monday night game against the Seahawks, and it was Louis Riddick, myself, and Dan Orlovsky. We talked to D'Amico Ryans in a production meeting, and he said, look, the way we play, it's not for everybody. I tell these guys, if you're not going to hit, and you're not going to cover, and you're not going to have everyone's back, that's fine. There might be a mystery in the NFL. It's just not for me. And they all have bought in, and I think it's a top defense in the league.
In 2008, I played for a Pittsburgh Steelers defense that hit people, ran to the ball, and returned the football over. This defense is extremely similar. And sometimes you focus on the Troy Polamalu's and the James Harrisons, and some of these other guys go unnoticed. It's the same thing on this defense. You might not hear about Jalen Petrie all the time, but he's a player that makes everything go. He play the nickel, the safety position. Here you're going to see him in man-to-man with Juju Smith-Schuster. Watch him undercut this route because he knows that Caleb Bullock is on top. He's going to get one hand up, tip the football in the air, and now locate it. And now Kamari Lassiter is the corner that plays opposite Derek Stingley. Derek Stingley, to me, is the top 2 corner in the league. Here, he's going to be beat on the double post by Tyquan Thornton. And we're going to see the first post is going to move Caleb Bullock out the middle, and Jalen Petrie's going to be a little bit short on the carry. Watch the way that Kamari Lassiter runs to the pocket and punches this football out on Tyquan Thornton. Some guys will just try to make the tackle, be physical in the end, but this team is so ball savvy. He was a guy, Nina talks about it all the time. At Georgia, you didn't know he is this sort of ball aware, but he's made play after play for the Houston Texans.
Yeah, great tackler, but that big coverage was so impressive. Flipping to the other side of the board, the Texans offense, we didn't really talk about outside of C.J. Stroud's ability to extend there. I thought it was very instructive looking at the difference between what his skill players were able to do versus what Patrick Mahomes is. It felt like the Texans had a physicality advantage and the Chiefs had a physicality disadvantage, and that was really vivid during over the middle of the field. On in-breakers, CJ was 10 of 15 in this game. Mahomes on in-breakers was 2 of 10. His receivers do not have the size and the strength to win against the Texans secondary. But on the flip side, Nico Collins and Jaden Higgins. I said this at the top of the show. One of these teams had Nico Collins and one of them didn't, and you might have had a different result if not for that. And defense is the identity of the team. But that, to me, has become the identity of this offense. We are bigger and stronger than you at receiver. We're going to win over the middle of the field.
Yeah, and C.J. Stroud has won big games. He's won playoff games. Go to Arrowhead and just lay that level of blow to this Chiefs dynasty. Like, that's a major win for C.J. Stroud. You look around that locker room like, hey, we can't do this. Now, year 3, they went to the Final Four in the AFC 2 years in a row. This year, they make it the next step.
I think the big thing for C.J. Stroud is I remember when he played with the college football playoff, and we were all like, oh, wait, C.J. Stroud can actually run that ball. And now you're starting to see that got injured. So he started to come along, and he also started to find some protection. We saw the confidence begin to rise. I believe watching Davis Mills from the sideline and saying to himself, oh my goodness, if we just protect the football, if we make plays when there's opportunity, we can win every single football game. I felt like last night he went above and beyond the X's and O's, and there's two plays to Nico Collins, and also two to Higgins across the middle that show you what the physicality of those wide receivers has done for his confidence.
It kind of feels like this version of the Texans offense, especially with the Eagles being that complimentary and so good, can actually look a little further. Yeah, that's what 21 points. And keep in mind, these last two divisional rounds, they had to face off in Baltimore against Lamar Jackson's team. Maybe a little different if they didn't have to do that, or maybe this time around they'd actually win those games. The Texans have now peeled off 5 straight wins following that 3-5-star run. It was like, oh no, what's wrong with us? They figured some things out. We've got more coming your way here on NFL Live. You don't want to go anywhere because when we come back, we've got a lot to talk about with this game. Everything you need to know about Justin Herbert, his hand, Jalen Hurts on the other side. And what you really need to see is Dan in monster form. That is coming right after the break. There he is. It's an exact replica of Dan. I can't believe it. Look at the little tie. So cute. We got more coming your way here on NFL Live. Monsters Inc. night here on the Disney Network. We'll be right back. Look at his ear.
Crust for $9.49 from Little Caesars. It has delicious breadcrumbs with cheese stuffed crust that make it, what's the word? Edge crunch tastic. Read my mind, kiddo. Get the lowest pricing stuffed crust for only $9.49. Little Caesars is the real deal. Pizza.
Lasagna? Lasagna. As in... lasagna?
The 60% of cats are overweight. Feed them nice healthy weight. If you feel held back by the weight of financial decisions, we can give you the tools to help you break free. Credit Karma gives you personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. It's with Credit Karma. Karma you can count on. We're all unreasonable about something. And Maker's Mark is creating uncompromisingly delicious burgers. Handcrafted, consciously made. Maker's Mark, perfectly unreasonable.
I promise to love you. To feed you the food you deserve.
Blue Buffalo started with a promise to feed our dog Blue the highest quality ingredients, and it lives on in every bowl you fill.
Promise to be your best friend forever.
Between drained investment accounts, lost wages, and hiring lawyers, identity theft can cost you more than you might think. Only LifeLock offers the $1 million protection package with reimbursement up to $3 million. LifeLock. Join today.
Every year we come back here. The comfort, the joy, the table we've always shared. After all these years, it's still the same. Our home for the holidays since 1969. Merry Christmas from Cracker Barrel.
When I started walking Goggins glasses, I had no idea what I was doing. But what Eddie Arrow does, using AI to build a logo, website, and social content, so I can let the world know. Goggles ain't Goggins. They don't belong on the Goggins.
This holiday season and all year long, Lowe's partners with local communities and our 26,000 veteran associates to bring hope to those who need it most. Plus, our everyday military discount helps veterans do more with less. Because serving those who served us is how we make a lasting impact.
How about that 2 for $25? You get 1 app and 2 entrees, like our new grilled cheese cheeseburger. Sound good, anyone?
Smart kid. Applebee's 2 for $25. 1 app and 2 entrees.
Get rid of money so you can feel back and power.
Energizer Ultimate Lithium, the #1 longest lasting AA battery.
Excuse me, Miss Retta, how do I treat yourself? Well, you can mix and match medium specialty pizzas for $9.99 each. Really? Don't you work here? I do, yes.
We make tradition. It's what inspires us to make Tostitos the traditional way, starting with whole corn kernels for our masa, crafted for that perfect crunch in every bite, with no artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. Tostitos. Tradition matters.
Low prices store-wide. Eat well for less at Whole Foods Market.
We're back in Los Angeles. SoFi Stadium is the site of Monday Night Football. 8 Eastern on ESPN and ABC. The Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Chargers. 8-14. A lot on the line. It's a special night. Look at Dan. Dan is going to be on ESPN2 as a very special part of the Monsters Inc.
Those are his
program
actual legs.
Monday Night Football matchup between the Eagles and the Chargers. It appears that Dan is not wearing pants. That's okay. He's a monster. And this is going to be the look for the entire night. Just absolutely incredible technology, by the way. Dan, what should viewers expect when they tune in to see you and Drew Carter?
Yeah, I gotta get on the squat rack with these legs. This is what I would say. Like, listen, in America, there's a football game on basically every night. There's 9,000 football games on. They're all kind of the same thing, okay? You watch them, the game, the presentation, it's just very different. So, I like it would encourage a lot of people. One, the Monsters series is unbelievable. If you want to watch the game with Gregor and Joe and Troy, do it. But if your kids, grab an iPad, grab a computer, grab a laptop, grab a phone, something, and just put this on, because it's fun. The halftime show is ridiculous. There's a lot of cameos. Chris Berman makes a cameo, who's an all-time legend. So I just think it's like a much different, very fun way to take in football, but also just like re-watch the Monsters Inc. Monsters Inc. University series. So
I love it.
Dan's hair is so...
It's so
looks like
crazy.
Dan's hair.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
Mike Wazowski and Shelly are going to be coaching the team. Another cat, and thanks to all of them. Dan, let's look at your here. Give us something that scares you about tonight's game.
yeah, I mean, that's obviously preposterous for me to do right now. Like, you want me to do my job, really. One, the location that I'm at on the field right now is somewhat scary, or at least has been in my past.
By the way, he's in the back of the end zone.
I like that. I like that. Look at your feet. Look at your feet.
Get loose, man. Get loose, man.
Yeah.
Make that out of the back of the end zone right now.
You guys, I can't do this job, seriously. No, I do think there's a lot of things that the Chargers do defensively that would give the Eagles problems. One, defend the run in kind of nickel defense. Two, play shell coverage. I think the Eagles in their run game struggle on the perimeter, mainly their tight ends in the block game. The Chargers got two heavy-handed defensive ends, so I think that's a good matchup for the Chargers defense. And then we watched Chicago run the ball very well last week. Now that's Chicago. I would expect a hurt Justin Herbert, multiple big bodies on the field, run the football as Eagles defense, showing that they're capable of stopping the run. Vidal, Hampton, heavy dose of them, something for the fourth quarter game. So, I think this could be a long night for the Philadelphia Eagles.
And by the way, I'm tuning in right now to like, what the best is going on? It's because there is a Monster Inc. special broadcast tonight for Monday Night Football on ESPN2. Dan is sitting down. Dan,
I think he's being scary. He's being scary.
Dan, know, Amari and Hanson being back is also big for the Chargers offense. So I'll start with you. What do you think about this game, and who are you taking?
Yeah, I'm going to take Philly, and I think Jalen Hurts' legs is going to play a huge part in this football game with play extension and also getting him in the run game a little bit. This offense has been struggling. We talked about it. We talked about the run game. I think his legs impact Saquon Barkley. They impact the passing game and also help these wide receivers, which I think is a vanilla way that they play off.
I think it's a good game for both teams, obviously. I think that Justin Herbert's injury is real. I think it's going to play a role. And Lori did a great job describing it. You'll be on it all game. I'm going to be monitoring every single time he touches the ball. That was a real surgery on last week. He's tough as nails to play him. I don't know if they can find a way to win with that injury on the left side.
Let's note about Hurts again because the Eagles just got demolished by the Bears under center rushing attack. I think that defensive front Philadelphia shows up in a big way and the four-man rush goes crazy.
I don't know what to do with my head, but I do believe that the Chargers win this game.
Hey!
Listen, I understand Amarion Hampton is a player that I really like. I think if you look at last week's game against the Eagles, they were able to run the football, and I also believe defensively they're so difficult to pass on. I just don't know if the Philadelphia Eagles can create some plays, and that run game has to take
I've been seeing it in the Chargers. You know, let's go with the Chargers. That's good stuff.
I don't normally just go with the colors. I just like these
But it
colors.
worked out tonight. Yeah.
Sometimes I run away.
Enjoy Monday Night Football. SportsCenter is next. See you as always, same time, same place tomorrow, right here on ESPN. A great night of football here.
This episode of SportsCenter is presented by Great News.
Oh, it sure is. What a busy Monday. Welcome to SportsCenter, the happy hour edition. I am Matt Berry. Look at SoFi Stadium tonight. Monday Night Football, Eagles and Chargers. So much to get to today. Football on everyone's mind today after what happened on the field yesterday in the NFL and then the committee room for the college. We're going to break all of that down. So let's kick off the first thing you need to know right now. Number one on the starting five. The Chiefs won't win the AFC West. They might not make the playoffs for the first time in the Patrick Mahomes era. He threw 3 interceptions last night and 20-10 loss to the Texans in Kansas City. That's the big part of it. The Chiefs are 6-7 while Houston won its 5th straight to improve to 8-5. Coach DeMeco Ryans and his team in the locker room.
Way to finish that here, man. Way to run the ball. Way to finish when we needed it most. Way to finish. Great team win. We did what we came to do. All right? If we did what we came to do, you guys on Wednesday.
That sounds fun. Victory Sunday gets you to Wednesday. After that win, the Texans take over the final spots in the AFC with 4 weeks to go. Chiefs are in the hunt, but ESPN analytics give them a 14% chance to make the playoff. Again, this playoff picture is fluctuating throughout. Each and every Sunday, we see a team win, we see a team lose, and at the end of the day, it's going to change each and every week until the end of the regular season. Bringing Nina Time joining us from Monday Night Football at SoFi Stadium. We'll talk that game in just a minute, Nina. But let's talk about the Chiefs and Texans last night. Why can the Texans actually be a legit threat in the AFC?
Yeah, first of all, I'm touching my ear because the marching band at USC is playing. They are amazing, but they are loud. But I did hear you ask me about the Texans. I love talking about this team. That defense can hang with anyone. It's very obvious. They don't have a split-skin rusher. It's arguably the best four-man rush in the NFL. And then behind it, you have a bunch of ball hawks, as we saw against Kansas City. Kansas City, Pat Catch dropped a lot of passes, but a lot of that had to do with the physicality of those Texans DBs. They hit hard, they are relentless. This defense has no weaknesses. On top of that, you have a quarterback with CJ Stroud who's capable of making the kind of plays we saw on third down yesterday. In a wide-open AFC, I will bet on this defense, and they can take on anyone.
Again, in the playoff defense championship, and here's the marching band. It's not even the NFL. It's going to give the break, so we'll go to the next story. The Packers with a statement win in the NFC yesterday. Keyshawn Nixon picked off Caleb Williams in the end zone with 22 seconds left to preserve a 28-21 win over the Bears. This thing was back and forth until it wasn't. Caleb would bring his team down. Then the defense got the stop when they needed to get the win. And the NFC wildcard, or the NFC playoff, one loss, they dropped from 1 to 7. And with the Rams win, now you see them, the conference leader, at 10-3. So I mentioned how good of a game it was. Nina, what was your biggest takeaway from the Bears-Packers?
Yeah, Jordan Love and that Packers passing attack, which has really come alive since Christian Watson has returned. It's just too much for this Bears defense to handle. They blitzed him a lot, which is a really bad idea against Jordan Love. He is statistically either the best or second
some weeks where he's bad, but nonetheless, the Packers very much still in this thing for one of the best teams in the NFC. Man, I do want to get to Monday Night Football, so sit tight. I want to go to number 3, though, on our starting 5. The defending champion Eagles are riding a 2-game losing streak in a Monday Night Football against the Chargers. Their dominant defense has struggled, and defensive tackle Jalen Carter is out. We know that. LA quarterback Justin Herbert is questionable after having a procedure on his non-thrown hand. What is the latest with Justin Herbert and his status?
Matt, I think there's a pretty good chance you're going to see Justin Herbert in tonight's game. This is a player who at various times in his career has played through a high ankle sprain, through fractured rib cartilage. He once played with a broken finger on his non-throwing hand. So combine that with the fact that he was on the practice field 2 days after his surgery last week, I think that, there's a pretty good chance he's going to go. The concern, from what I'm told this week, has been about keeping the swelling down and about managing the wound. So as long as there are no fresh issues with either of those things this afternoon, which I don't think there have been, he should be fine. And then the real tell, Matt, is that they announced their practice squad elevations for tonight's game a short time ago. They did not elevate a quarterback to the practice squad. So the only 2 quarterbacks they have for tonight are Justin Herbert and Trey Lance. Pretty good chance Herbert is going to give it a go.
Yeah, there's your tell. If there would have been an activation, say DJ Uiagalelei, you think, well, maybe it's Justin Herbert not going to be out there, but we believe it will be. Let's just bring Nina back in for Monday Night Football to break this thing down. And what's the biggest thing, Nina, that you're going to be watching for in this game tonight?
Yeah, I expect the Chargers to come in with a very run-heavy game plan, honestly, irrespective of Justin Herbert's injury, although I am interested in seeing his comfort level under center with that hand injury, because Philadelphia, as you may remember, just got run on dramatically by the Bears under center outside zone rushing attack. And that was coming out of 2 really good performances in run defense, so they kind of got to improve some of that structure that doesn't line of flat blocks is the most in the league. But this Chargers team has run the football well, even without Amari and Hampton. Ronnie Bendel is quite good. Now Hampton is back in the lineup. I think that's going to be key to this. Can they establish that ground game against Philadelphia the way that Chicago did? If not, I do worry about that Chargers offensive line against the Eagles' 4-man rush led by Jalen Phillips.
Yeah, Amari and Hampton coming out of the draft by North Carolina compared to Jim Harbaugh. Seemed like a match made in heaven. He's been out since freshman year. Can he get back in there with his Chargers to playoff? Thank you. I want to move to college football now for number 4 on the starting 5. And the field for the college football playoff was announced yesterday. The big news, bad luck for the Irish. Notre Dame, the first team out, while Miami smacked in. And Alabama made the bracket despite 3 losses. But today, Notre Dame athletic director Pete Mabakwa talked about that snub out of the playoff.
No gripes about any of the schools in the ACC. But we were mystified by the actions of the conference to attack, their biggest, really, business partner in football and a member of their conference in 24 of our other sports. And I would tell you, Dan, I wouldn't be honest with you if I didn't say that they have certainly done permanent damage to the relationship between the conference and Notre Dame. But it raised a lot of eyebrows here that the conference was taking shots at us, and that's just not something we chose to do. We wouldn't choose to do that in the future, and people might disagree with us, but that's just not something that we'd be comfortable with.
So Jim Phillips, ACC commissioner, responded to that today, saying, quote, "The University of Notre Dame is an incredibly valued member of the ACC, and there is tremendous respect and appreciation for the entire institution. With that said, when it comes to football, we have a responsibility to support and advocate for all 17 of our football-playing member institutions, and I stand behind our conference efforts to do just that." Again, the bracket fun gets started December 19th, 8 Eastern, ESPN, NBC. Alabama and Oklahoma, a rematch from earlier in the season. The fun gets started. Cannot wait for this. Texas Tech, Indiana, Georgia, Ohio State. They're your top 4 with the buys. Had strong feelings on both sides of the Notre Dame situation. Was it a snub or justice? With some experts, too. Following a developing story at number 5 on the starting 5, Heat guard Terry Rozier is arraigned in the Brooklyn federal court today, charged with conspiracy to commit wire fraud and money laundering in an illegal betting scheme. The 31-year-old, as expected, pled not guilty and was released on $5 million bond. He had to surrender his passport.
was here is accused of manipulating his performance in collusion with bettors and at hundreds of thousands of dollars. Coming up on Happy Hour Sports Center. The Chiefs ran atop the AFC really over. Our coach Herm Edwards joins the show to react.
Sports Center, presented by Grey Goose. Make time wait. Please enjoy responsibly.
Face that does not whiten. Girl, this one works.
Basic toothpaste stops at the top. Crest goes deeper to dissolve the bonds that hold stains to teeth for whiter teeth in one day. Crest.
The perfect blend of flavor and heat. Rinse Red. New Blue Buffalo Love Made Fresh. The superior nutrition you trust, made the way Chuck loves it. With freedom to mix fresh and dry. It's our natural ingredients, served fresh. New from Blue Buffalo. It's love made fresh.
Desert Diamonds celebrate every milestone that makes her, her. Natural colors that reflect she will always be loved. For every shade of who she is. Discover the Neil Lane Desert Diamonds collection by Kay.
Alka-Seltzer Plus Playground Fruit Fizzy Chews. Chew, fizz, new home, no water needed. Alka-Seltzer Plus Fizzy Chew. Christina Ladd posted at McDonald's, thinking about how I never had a snack wrap, and I'm devastated. Imagine tasting a snack wrap for the very first time. Ranch or spicy?
So we've got a rising star to watch this holiday season, and Troy Aikman is here to give us his thoughts. So Troy, what do you make of Chris K from Target after seeing him in action?
It's his speed and versatility that really sets him apart, but he's also just so fun to watch. You can put him anywhere around the store. He's going to work his Chris K magic.
Yes, it's got done every year, which reminds me of two guests.
All right, Christine, good talking to you. Happy holidays.
At the Farmer's Dog, all fresh food plants keep dogs moving, shaking.
When our numbers guy Frank goes on vacation, the deals on the most affordable German-engineered car branded American get even better. While these signed and drive offers have us feeling festive. Like the entire dealership. Ooh, chicken bread. Let's have fun for deal days. Sign and drive deals are in. Frank is out. Lease a new 2025 Tiguan for $0 down, 0 deposit, 0 first month's payment, and 0 due at signing. Limited inventory available.
Old Spice Gym and Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 moisturization with vitamin D3.
Are you using all the Old Spice?
The Chargers host the defending champion Eagles this week on Monday Night Football.
You're probably wondering why the monsters.
The thought did cross my mind.
It's because while Joe and Troy are on call for the Human World game, we'll be calling the Monster World game.
Live inside the new Cheer Floor Stadium at Monsters Inc.
The third annual Monsters Monday Football kicks off tonight at 8 Eastern from Monstranza and Monday Night Football from LA. Why is your time so short?
Your time? Look at mine.
You are watching Sports Center, presented by Grey Goose.
I'm about 18 minutes away from one of those, so I can sit down and watch Saquon Barkley and the Eagles. Chargers on the road Monday night football. See that little thing that says Penn State along with Saquon Barkley? Well, it's fast, but we're showing you that because Penn State introduced the new head coach of his alma mater today, Matt Campbell. Coming over from Iowa State, Pete Campbell reports he gets an 8-year deal to replace James Franklin, who was fired in October. Campbell is Iowa State's all-time winningest coach for three-time Big 12 Coach of the Year. Here's what Campbell had to say about his new job.
We've had championship expectations every step of the way. You're talking to the guy that lost one game in 4 years of college and, has won 5 national championships. I don't care what level it is, it's a fact. And so the reality of it is, from my end of it is, your scars have built you for these moments. If you use it wisely. And, you know, we've had unbelievable moments during our tenure as a football coach. We've had some great learning lessons along the way. And it's all confidently prepared me to step into this role and to continue to build the greatest college football program.
If you said Mount Union is to where I'm at, can't go to college you are. In fact, the 12-team college football playoff would cut down the controversy. That's the added to it. Yesterday's announcement of the field led to immediate loud screams of protest and bullying on social media. First and foremost from Notre Dame, which is left out, they from Miami and Alabama, so there's plenty of reaction on the side of things. It's our take two on a wild Monday.
The product was right, at least in my estimation. The process was fumbled horrifically.
They got it right. And the crying from Notre Dame is quite frankly embarrassing.
There's no question about it that they're a team that can win the national championship. Notre Dame should have been in over Alabama.
I don't think you get rewarded because Alabama's playing in an SEC championship game and you were sitting at home.
BYU? Oh, they played for their conference champion game. They lost. That's a penalty for them, man. They shouldn't be in. They lost. Oh, but Alabama played for their conference championship and lost. But that doesn't count against them.
Here's a good thing for you, Notre Dame. Get the conference. You could have lost the conference championship as a 10-2 team with how much the committee loved you, and you'd be in.
But the team that doesn't play for their conference championship, just sitting at home, gets in Miami.
Anything Hunter Yurachek and that committee said about the head-to-head of Miami and Notre Dame yesterday would have easily as readily applied to that, or the week before that, or the week before that.
There's been 16 conference championship games in the last 3 years that had teams ranking in the top 25. 15 out of the 16 teams that lost in that conference championship went down in the ranking. The only one who didn't, this year's Alabama.
Look, there's a myriad of ways you can go about this. I'll say a couple of things. One is the format that we have. It's not Tulane's fault. It's not Tulane's fault. They got in based on the current format we have. Part one. Part two, where the committee did themselves a disservice, and in the process did Miami or Notre Dame a disservice. They should have flipped them a couple of weeks ago, and we would not be having this issue. Because I truly believe Notre Dame's got a national championship roster, but they were done in this service waiting until the end. Having said that, don't bail out people. At the University of Notre Dame, you're one of the biggest brands in all the sport. I get that it hurts today, but there are a lot of players that are never playing the NFL that would have loved to have won the program one more time. I want to go back to the NFL and battle nutrition at AFC North. The Steelers and Ravens came into their game Sunday both 6-6, with the winner taking over first. Pittsburgh hung on for the win late after their likely TD with K1 was overturned. Baltimore gives them the Super Bowl favorite that is on the outside looking in. And what happens when you look at this, the Ravens and Chiefs are going to get in. If they're going to, they need to win out and get some help. Baltimore is favored in 3 of its last 4 games, with next week's game at Cincinnati. A toss-up. The city is favored off one of the games against the Titans and the Ravens. So Herb Edwards, what we have here, we have a lot of our favorites coming into the season that may miss the playoffs, including a team that has dynasty attached to their name. It's the bigger disappointment right now, the Chiefs.
You would say the Chiefs because of what they've accomplished in the last year, right? Expectations in my opinion, football team again, they had their own expectations, but I thought you saw it coming early in the season that they were down a bunch of offensive linemen. They were hurt at times at the receiver position. Mahomes was trying to breathe life into this football team. They never got settled. And I think after their loss last week, they might get done.
Yeah. And look, that's a shame too. When you look at what they were building, they tried to go the first team ever in the 3 straight Super Bowls. They came up short of that. They thought they would reload this year. And it just does not look like it's going to be done. Speaking of not getting done, the Colts now. They were one of the great stories in the early part of the season. We know Daniel Jones is out for the year. They've lost 3 straight. Quarterback issues and weakness. Are the Colts cooked based on what we saw?
It'd be very difficult for them now. Look at the quarterback. This is a team that was headed in the right direction. The quarterback was playing fine. Playing actually great. You feel sorry for this football team. You feel sorry for them. When I saw this happen, he knew right away when he extended when he went down. So this team has been very difficult for them to finish the stretch the way they like.
Everything was just so good for them early on. Now a little bit of adversity, even more so as the quarterbacks. And Herb, I've got you here. I want to do some 5-star performances. I want to start out with a game that had a lot of defense.
Oh, wait a minute now.
Now let's start with 5 stars.
Okay.
Christian Bedford intercepted their Joe Burrow pass, returned it 63 yards for a score with 5:25 left. They rallied the Bills to get Joe Burrow come back. Everyone's feeling good. They win 39-34 over the Bengals. On Burrow's next play, he threw a pick to A.J. Epinesa that led to another Bills TD. So what is your takeaway from the Bills?
They circled the wagons with that. You know, that quarterback, wow.
Sally.
He put the game on, and it was in the snow. The biggest play of the game was when he was running and he slid. You can't make this stuff. If you don't like the Buffalo Bills, it's fine. Just watch Josh Allen play football. He's marvelous. He's on. Watch the best in the league when he's on. Yeah. Let's say the best players in the league. What up? He might be the best defense. Continue on 5-star performances. Thank you. Matthew Stafford had 3 touchdown passes and ran 45-17 around the Cardinals. He's got 22 3 TD games for him. Passing per quarter the most ever. Stanford leads the league with 35 sacks. Doncic at 31 points, 15 rebounds, and 11 assists. The Lakers went over 76ers. That's Luka's 49th career, 30-point triple-double, putting him past Nikola Jokic and Russell Westbrook for the second. He's got a raise against Oscar Robertson on first one. Couple dubs to double dubs. North Texas' Megan Nestor had 34 points and 31 rebounds in a win over Texas Southern. She became only the third Cleveland player since 1983 in the 30-30 game. 31 rebounds set the school record. The Thunder keep rumbling. Beating the Jazz, 15 straight wins. How about the champs? They did it without Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That's big. He had an elbow injury. Chet Holmgren, put a player on, put a player needs. Jalen Williams, he's in 25 points. So OKC 23-1 season. Those are our 5 stars coming right up. Joe Fortenbaugh joins the show with his best bets for Monday Night Football and reaction to maybe one of the worst bad beats in the history of bad beats. It looks like Jalen Hurts is wearing Beats headphones, so he would get the memo on that. Double-breasted suit, always looks the part as the Eagles get set to take Chargers on Monday.
Sports Center, presented by Grey Goose. Make time wait. Please enjoy responsibly.
Keep their teeth clean and breath fresh this holiday season with Beanie's Dental Treats.
Yet another toothpaste that does not quite work. Girl, this would work.
Basic toothpaste stops at the top. Crest goes deeper to dissolve the bonds that hold stains to teeth for whiter teeth in one day. Crest.
Hey, how's your price decline going? Man, the kicker's hot. Someone looking pretty smart right now. I'm wearing a floaty in the hot tub. They told me the tub was going to be a little deeper than this. New users save $5 and $50 instantly in site credits. Prize picks.
I've never condoned fighting. Unless it's everyone fighting over my present at the gift exchange.
At Kohl's, everyone wins with top gifts they'll love. Plus, save even more during the customer appreciation event at Kohl's and Kohl's.com.
Set sail with these 4 tasty treasures. The SpongeBob movie, only in theaters, December 19th. Get your slippers. Get your slippers. Get everybody get your slippers. Listen to me, people. The perfect gift. Hand-free Skechers slippers.
What lamp is just a fancy looking Fusion 5? It's Gillette's special.
And it's ultra sharp laceless 50% water. Hey Joe, I feel my cheeks. Gillette, the best a man can get.
Keeps getting better.
Air Force is all about for the gods. The danger is greater than you can possibly imagine.
Soon we enter the sea of monsters.
Monsters. Plural. We're going to same color.
Voices.
There's an easier way. From little fixes to big projects, taking care of your home is easy with Thumbtack. Download the Thumbtack app and start caring for your home today.
I got this wow skin from a body wash.
It's new. It's Olay Super Zero Body Wash.
Links into my skin with 5 powerful ingredients. It hydrates, burns, brightens, and deepens. That's 5 skincare benefits in one for visibly improved skin in 14 days. Look at this Olay difference. So luminous. It's the new Olay Super Zero Body Wash.
Welcome back to Sports Center, presented by Ray Goose.
Surprise.
Michael Gunner doesn't go.
Kevin, I'm gonna win this whole
Yes, look at this. Burton was exactly like you saw him on camera, off camera. He dialed it up 10%.
Can you imagine the impact that young black boys and girls looking at that on? I feel seen.
Whoa, you don't believe it.
He changed the culture. He changed sports.
Cannot wait to watch that Wednesday premieres, 9 p.m. Eastern, ESPN and the ESPN app. Stewart Scott Cancer Research Fund honors Stewart's legacy. It awards grants to scientists who are addressing racial disparities in cancer outcomes and provides opportunities to research underrepresented groups. ESPN and the Beat Foundation are proud to support this fund. Stewart honored with support by visiting beat.org/Stewart. Down to Monday Night Football. You know, there was once a day you'd lay a nice little healthy prop on A.J. Brown. Certainly Devontae Smith. They haven't been as explosive lately. Can they figure it out tonight if we bring in their fourth-in-law? 11 of 13 overs hit. Oh, that's juicy. Yeah. Tell me you're keeping the momentum. Tell what pitched you like that.
Absolutely not. These two are the perfect dance partners for an under. So that's going to be the bet under 41.5. Two teams that rank bottom 5 in the NFL in pace. What's pace? It's basically the time measurement between the end of one play and the start of the next play. These two move extremely slow. The Eagles actually run the fewest plays of any team in the NFL. The Chargers allow their opposition to run the fewest plays of any team in the NFL. If you're not running plays, Matt, you're not scoring points. You're taking down the opportunities. Throwing 2 backed up offensive lines, I think this is going to be an absolute slog. Now, if you want a home run swing, let's play Dallas Goedert to score the first touchdown at a price of 14-1. Great price because he hasn't scored in any of his last 4 games. But this is a fantastic matchup for him against the Chargers. According to DVOA, Chargers struggled more against the tight end position than anybody in the NFL. Case in point against Brock Bowers last week, the Raider tight end found his way into the end zone not once, but twice. You like Goddard to score first before the 14.
You just threw some sriracha on that going first time on first TD with Dallas Goedert.
First TD, you can play him anytime TD too. I like that. That's fun. But first one, take the big swing.
I can spice it with sriracha. Maybe the bad beat of all bad beats. 24-14, 8.5-point spread. Raiders with time expiring, just kicking me down field goal.
Prison, as some would say. Maybe not us, but some would say it an all-time rant. You're not seeing what happened before there. This game was done. It was dead to rights. We were out of time. A ridiculous penalty stops the clock, and Carroll trots out the field goal. You're
not even a Hail Mary. A wonky delay game by there. There was a weird delay game on the Broncos. They're smothering the ball.
Which, if you look at it, not really.
No.
Fred was 8.5. Lead was 10. Field goal got it to 7.
That is sickening.
Look at Raiders.
Look on the internet. You'll know who that some low fives. Let's start high five now. Browns Titans 2. Both of these on the high side. Shador Sanders, that's for career highs of 364 yards and 3 touchdowns. Ran for another. He did have a costly interception in the third quarter, but he was good enough to be named the starter for the rest of the season. On the low five side of it for the Browns, which is where they're accustomed to being, 2-point conversion. Shador not on there. That's quick shot junkie. You know what I always find marvelous? At any level, at any sport, the 2-point conversion play drawn up is always the worst play possible drawn up.
Nothing in the playbook worse than that one.
For this, Desmond Bain gets the rebound for OG Anunoby misses. For some reason, he fires Anunoby out of bounds. That's not why. You got to do. That's not how you're supposed to do that.
A singular team? A team. Feels like that's a little bit more than
50 beautiful people here. We're going down. Scott at first. Texas touchdown. We're going under.
Going under. Justin Herbert under 18 in the rush.
Smell the bunny.
Presented by Great Foods. Please enjoy responsibly.
Partly eruption put up by global scientists have found a way to supercharge aging cells. Tony, what does that mean for us?
Tony Kornheiser.
50 more years of PPI. Up top. 50. Supercharged aging cells. What does that mean?
What does that mean exactly?
Lay down in a hyperbaric chamber and feel the supercharging and feel yourself getting younger.
You want to start going into hyperbaric. Have you done that really?
Let me know if it works. Welcome to PTI, boys and girls. In today's episode, the Chiefs are all but done. The Steelers top the Ravens and the Packers beat Robots there. But we'll begin today with the 12-team college football playoff. It's all set up. The big news is that 10-2 Miami is in and 10-2 Notre Dame is out, despite Notre Dame being ranked ahead of Miami for weeks and weeks, even though Miami beat Notre Dame head-to-head. Also, 10-3 Alabama is in, despite those 3 losses and a crushing loss to Georgia in the SEC Conference Championship game on Saturday. Wilbon, as you know, I think Notre Dame got completely hosed. What do you think about the teams in the playoffs?
If Alabama got really left out and stayed in the championship, but I understand this is a close season. How about Notre Dame? Maybe we can get contest head-to-head. If Notre Dame would beat Miami, I'm sure they would. That's what it's done. Miami won. So, I don't have any problem with the team that won 10-2. If you're not going to honor head-to-head, what the hell? Then what are you going to honor other than on-field competition? I don't care about voting and popularity. You'll get the highest in Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Because I'm earlier, I wasn't angry. I told you in the podcast when it was just about head-to-head. It was. And now Notre Dame has the nerve to criticize the ACC. The nerve when they cozy up to the ACC for their purposes and their benefit over the years. They've won every popularity contest in the history of man. They got the whole world stuffing for them. And now they want to rise in the ACC. They're lucky I'm not in Philly. So the statement I was thinking was crush them forever.
If you're going to hold off on the last start, but you went.
But now you got it. Now you got it.
So give me a little time. So the villain in the piece is Virginia. If Virginia had beaten Duke, none of this happened. Virginia gets in. James Madison is out. And Miami's probably out because an ACC team gets in. And the committee won it. And Notre Dame is in. So when Duke beats Virginia, the committee of the season is 5-1. But most of the people on it, most of them are ADs. Yeah! And there are ADs all around the country.
Shouldn't transfer, huh?
The ACC. The ACC's big time conference, so they want to make sure an ACC team gets in, so they put in Miami, but they can't put in Virginia. This is the same group of people who week after week after week separated Notre Dame from Miami, even though it may have been wrong, but that's what they did. I know. So you can ask this question fairly. What did Miami do last week to be the Notre Dame disrespected as well? Now, let me get to head-to-head. I understand. Miami played a whole game against Notre Dame, beat them by 2 points. Yeah! That was in August. It is now since then, Notre Dame won 10 games in a row, and Miami lost 2 games to weaker opponents, unranked opponents. Notre Dame's losses are far better because 2 teams are in the game. They might have got more impressive. The victory that had more impressive is Notre Dame.
see
They
where the
cozy up and
That's
it
right.
benefits
They're not
him.
really in.
And then criticize him today.
I understand that.
Here's what Philip, let me go to Alabama. Alabama's important. They're important. We can go
They could have left Alabama out. Alabama's 3 losses, including a terrible loss to Georgia. But the committee anticipated that. They put Alabama ahead of Notre Dame for no apparent reason to tell everybody when you get to a conference championship game, we're not going to do it. Because you're playing in it, whereas A&M and Oklahoma, they're not playing. Yes. Yes. That's the thing. I told you for a long time, I believe in what happens in the field of play. I do. But I think there's some nuance to it. Because it happened so long ago.
Well, that long ago, August. It was only 4 months long.
It was August.
August the last September, October, November. That's it.
December. Have you been outside lately? It's freezing.
I was outside
It's different than all.
By the way, I'm thinking good of things one day. Let me look. The ACC, as long as I get my paycheck and then behave like this.
To be fair, Notre Dame, you hated Notre Dame.
And who loves them? And you stuck for them. I admit that I hate them. Now I hate them today. I'm glad they're home. I'm glad they're going nowhere. No playoffs.
Show
no
us
bowl game.
We're not doing
Get out. Get out. Notre Dame.
You hate them.
I do hate them.
Go ahead.
Today more than ever. And I got reason. And I got support. Hate Notre Dame. Yeah, fool. The Steelers beat the Ravens in Dallas. Move atop the AFC North. Jaguars beat the Colts to take control of the AFC South in the game. Daniel Jones is just a cute guy.
Yeah.
The Texans are game back after beating the Chiefs last night, sending them all but out of the playoffs. And the Bills beat the Bengals ahead of Buffalo's big showdown at New England Sunday. Which AFC team then had the biggest win?
It's not the biggest win, it's the biggest loss. Kansas City had the biggest loss. Kansas City is now out of, they're not getting the playoffs. For the first time since, 2014. In the interim, they won 3 Super Bowls and they were in 5, so much for your years of dynasty of wonders. They had a real dynasty. They were done. Every time I've watched Kansas City this year and they've lost, it's the same thing. Patrick Mahomes throws a perfect pass and somebody drops it. Drop after drop after
22 drops. It seems more like that this season.
drop after drop after drop. So now Andy Reid has to figure out how to retool that team. He also has to figure out, does he want to keep coaching? If you ask me what is the biggest win, I'm going to go pretty much off the board when you're concerned. I think the biggest win because Joe Burrow was having these reins there until those 2 crazy back-to-back interceptions, and then that snow the rest of the ball. Josh Allen takes over again. Josh Allen gets an MVP performance and maybe the goal set. Kansas City's a big story.
Elizabeth, you're so emotional. Wait, slow down, wait. Hey, you want to press my girl to be able to ask me a food truck? Relax. Right? You know what I mean? Let's get the kids.
Your host Arlette, and we are here with another episode of Pop the Balloon or Find Love. Let's go ahead and bring out our first single guy.
Look you all did to him. Cause all after looking for love from his old ass. Sheen, fashion, no, but still in makeup wearing business. I pray you all go out on a date with the man and he leaves your ass to go and paying for the appetizer by yourself, bitch.
Arlette, and we are here with another episode of Pop the Balloon or Find Love. Let's go ahead and bring out our first single guy.
Not now. I don't think they're good enough. I don't think Pittsburgh's good enough either. So I'm kind of sliding.
But it quiets the drum beat about Mike Tomlin a little bit. And Aaron Rodgers was good. Aaron Rodgers was very good in that game. He was very good.
Against the Ravens, got a touchdown in there. I didn't think it was.
Did you?
That's a hard one.
I thought it was. I think it was. And Indianapolis, which started out, they're done. They're done.
Okay, maybe this rookie from Notre Dame, I can root for him because he ain't there. Maybe he's pretty good. Maybe he can hold the fort. They're not out of it.
They're trending out of it. Let's move now to the NFC and talk
about impressive wins yesterday. The Rams crushed Arizona 45-17 in Arizona. The Packers held on and beat the Bears on the last meaningful play of the game with an interception in the end zone, 28-21. And the Saints, who'd only won twice all year, beat Tampa Bay in Tampa Bay 24-20 to knock the Bucs down to a tie for first place in their division with idle Carolina. The one whose win was most impressive. And if those two plays on the game, a touchdown, I was in the game that game. That was a game worthy of all the hype all week, worthy of the oldest rivalry in the National Football League, 100 years old. I obviously, I didn't want to talk to anybody for about 2 hours after the end of that game. The Packers look like they're ready to challenge. And they're further along in their evolution than the Bears and Caleb Williams, Love and versus Williams. And they won that game at home. That game, they're going to run that back in 13 days. That's just a Saturday night primetime game in Soldier Field. Well, I'm hoping for a different result. But the Packers played really well. Whenever the Bears came, they had that 17-play drive the Bears did, which was really impressive. And they knocked the Packers back to the end zone, hit them in the mouth, and the Packers answered. And that game had everything you could ask for. Obviously, I want the different last pass. King's got to throw it earlier and higher. 2 seconds later, Komet was open or run the ball. I would have run the ball. But that game had everything.
Yeah, it also had the winner that's always the winner. It's 12 of the last 13, 30 of the last 36. You don't have to be Aaron Rodgers to own the Bears. You can be Jordan Love and own the Bears. I'll make the case for the other two things just briefly. I'll start out with the Saints, because they're a terrible team. They were 1-5 on the road, and they win this game against Tampa Bay, who I thought was a good team, and they have faded, and their only chance now is they have 2 games head-to-head with Carolina. So I'll see what they can do. And the other game, the Rams reestablished themselves as the number 1 seed in the NFC. This is the point I want to make, because they had lost to Carolina. Matthew Stafford had thrown 2 picks and made a fumble. And then they rushed. What did they get here? 249 yards. But, and there's always a but, Arizona is simply nothing. They're absolutely nothing. I told you this morning, that I watched the Bears and the Packers, and I thought, the Bears were a playoff team. Whether you had any doubts at all in the first 12 games as what their schedule was and how they were winning, they're a playoff team. They put on their big boy pants. That was a really good game. My argument, not my argument, my disagreement with you, which we hashed out this morning, is I wondered, did the Bears use the timeouts correctly at the end of the game? And why didn't they go to the end zone more than one? What a stop.
We can't stop anybody.
Right.
We couldn't stop the Packers in the 2 drives when we needed a turnover or a stop. So, no, they played that right, except the call. I don't like it. I love Jim Johnson. I love everything he's done. I'm running the ball. I just ran the ball down their throat. I'm not going to put that in the air when I can run it in Green Bay in that situation. But.
That's David Ray. Still to come. The Browns boxed the game-tying 2 out of the Wildcats. Shador Sanders has been on the field.
Jeff Kent makes the Hall of Fame kinda over Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens. Kinda. Kill his name. I'm angry now.
No, I can see that.
I'm legitimate. I wasn't angry.
I don't know if it's this morning. You're angry now.
Yeah.
Because they insulted your boy Jim Phillips.
Yes.
Right, and you stand.
Pardon the interruption is presented by Grey Goose. Make time wait. Please enjoy responsibly. Part of happy hour.
Surprise. He changed the culture. He changed sports.
When you've got a classic ride, you need tools you trust. Whether you drive it every day or only take it out on the biggest night of the year, count on Harbor Freight. 12 days of deals starts Friday.
How did I get here? A grandma with vision loss from my hand. Riding across the desert. It started when Vabismo opened up my world. I was worried I was losing sight of the world around me, but my doctor recommended Vabismo. Vabismo is different. It's the only treatment thought to block 2 causes of wet AMD. I was so excited when my granddaughter asked me to ride across the desert with her, knowing that Vabismo improved vision. It delivers a chance for up to 4 months between treatments.
Vabismo is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection, active eye swelling, or are allergic to it. Vabismo could cause eye infection, retinal detachment, temporary increase in eye pressure, and Visit or anything to your doctor and retina specialist right away.
Now I've got my sights set on the road ahead. Open up your world with Vabysmo.
The #1 prescribed FDA-approved treatment for wet AMD. Ask your retina specialist about Vabysmo.
One day when the quality turning for your overall health with nutrients for immunity and energy. So you never miss a beat. One a day, the one for you.
Jack Daniels starts here. From cave spring water to sugar maple charcoal to smooth Tennessee whiskey. Made by those who pour everything into their craft. That's what makes Jack, Jack.
Alex,
Everybody working as a team, Alex.
Alex, I got you something. Gifts that say I get you, Etsy.
Are we ready for this party?
Guests are on their way and food and drinks were just delivered.
Now what about the music? It's gotta be my new one. Play it.
I'm not sure this is right for your niece's party. She's turning 5.
Oh, I get you.
And Wayne,
Yeah?
should we cancel the dancers?
Let's reschedule the dancers.
What day would work for you?
Just not today. Alexa, you're good.
Free play every day, every season. Nobody brings you closer to the action than ESPN.
Now we're teaming up with DraftKings to create the ultimate destination for fans.
So get ready and bet responsibly. ESPN and DraftKings, the future of fandom starts now.
I got this wow skin from a body wash.
It's new. It's Olay Super Serum Body Wash. Sinks into my skin with 5 powerful ingredients. It hydrates, firms, smooths, brightens, and even. That's 5 skincare benefits in one for visibly improved skin in 14 days. Look at this Olay difference. So luminous. It's new Olay Super Serum Body Wash.
Oh, it's mesmerizing. I can't look away. Cleaning that greasy mess and not even scrubbing. Will fluff my feathers. Dawn Platinum is bringing it. You know it. It cuts through the grease better than their old dish soap. Keep cracking. Platinum breaks down the slimy stuff it would leave behind, removing 99% of grease and food residue. That's why only Dawn is trusted to save wildlife. Yeah. I'd fly south for a clean like that.
Dawn Platinum, the better grease getter.
Welcome back to Party Interruption, presented by Grey Goose, part of Happy Hour.
It is time for the missives from the minions in mail time. I'll put on my glasses to read the first one.
Mail time?
Should Shador Sanders have been on the field for the Browns' bid to tie the Titans?
Yes. Absolutely. He should be on the field. I mean, there's at least a threat of running a fuller play package, which involves passing the ball for real. I understand that Cleveland has run these wildcat formations, and particularly just fine, run all you want. But have Shador Sanders on the field, is it that hard?
I was taken aback by that.
That he wasn't.
When I saw the Wildcat, which turned out to be a terrible play.
They made it work, though.
In the past, they made it work, but it didn't work this time. I mean, I want Shador Sanders as an option because to that point, he had thrown for 364 yards and 3 touchdowns, and he had run one in. So if I was a coach with that information in front of me on a clipboard, I would think Shador Sanders would be out there. The play was terrible. The Wildcat went backwards instead of forwards. The pass was what it was a clinic on why not to call that play.
And if the coach has to have a clipboard to remember that his rookie quarterback has accounted for 4 touchdowns in that game when they stink, then he needs to be fired.
You know the result of this, don't you? Shador Sanders was named today as the starter the rest of the way, and I think he's earned that. Wait, you want to fire the coach?
Oh, come on. I'm exaggerating. Unlike Notre Dame's story. It's a bad look for the coach. Not to know that the most important guy he's got on his offense is on the sideline with him. It's dumb.
Your favorite player on that team, Myles Garrett, is now up to 20.
How about that?
26.
By the way, we have to block Myles Garrett and so does he. Good luck.
Yeah, but Cleveland.
Let's hope they're no good again. Stop.
They've been no good all year.
Trap game don't let down. I'm worried about it. Hall of Fame, are you surprised that Jeff Kent was the only player to make the Hall via the contemporary era committee was used? mistakes, whatever. Yeah, and a lot of guys get in this way. You know, later on, somebody votes him in. But I am not surprised at all that Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens didn't get in, but I am surprised they didn't even get 5 votes. This means the next time they're eligible is 2031. And if they don't get 5 again, they're out forever. So you are going to never have a 7-time Cy Young winner and the home run king of all time. You're not going to have him. And that's because this drug stuff is serious. And this will reverberate on Alex Rodriguez down the way as well. It is. And I'm not going to say what. He never got in well in the game of the game. He's gone. He's gone. He will be a Rose. Yeah, Rose Delgado, I thought. The Bonds leader in home runs is often the second of all time. You mentioned Delgado is one of those guys who I thought could have gone in. You know, a Hall of Fame. I'm Hall with you. You got to know what it means. Clemens and Bonds are clearly 2 of the best players of all time, and arguably the best players of their time. Yes. And they're not in. And how long do you go? How punitive do you get? They are suspected of using their performance enhancement. Now it's frustrating. You're right. I'm facing the same situation. Nothing now. Let's take one last break so the company Eagles try to bounce back from 2 straight losses tonight. How will they fare against the Chargers? And Oklahoma City keeps beating people's brains out. Ask you a question. Yeah. Did you see those yellow uniforms with Sparks? What is that? What is that? They're awful. Why are they wearing that? Somebody should be fired. They have one of the greatest uniforms of all time. Yes. That person who said yellow uniform, what? Fired. Bring your stuff and get out. Well, send them to Notre Dame. I'd like to send them to Notre Dame. Put yellow uniforms on Notre Dame because they're chicken. Oh. Chicken of what?
One way this all fits.
The Watchmen.
We're watching, Gary. They're right. We need WeatherTech.
I hope they only make floor liners.
Really, Gary? Really, Gary? Who do you think made the seat protector, side window deflectors, no-throw mud flaps?
And the cup phone.
And I just ordered WeatherTech's newest products.
Hinge Basket makes for easy loading of heavy and bulky gear and increased storage capacity with a roof basket up top.
WeatherTech for the win.
Buy American at WT.com.
Keep your chest lifted.
What if she says no? You got this.
Hi, Ellie. Will you go to prom with me?
During the Subaru Share the Love event, we donate to charities like Make-A-Wish.
You wish for a prom?
I wish for a prom for you.
Get a great deal on a new Subaru, and Subaru will share the love.
This holiday, Skechers has the perfect gift for everyone. Hands-free cozy fit Skechers slippers. Just step in and go with no bending down or touching. Grandma's going hands-free. The kids are going hands-free. Even the big guys going hands-free. Give everybody hands-free cozy fit Skechers slippers for Christmas.
Good morning, Moon. Good morning, Dew. Good morning, Ocean's Tune. Good morning, stars. Good morning, air. Good morning,
Sugar maple chocolate. Giving Jack a sweet taste. That's what makes Jack, Jack.
When winter season hits, Emergency supports your immune system with so much more than vitamin C. Be ready to fight back with Emergency. And for on-the-go immune support, try Emergency Crystals. No water needed.
Well, I'll pick prize pick line up better than my boot deals on. Thanks to you, I picked that D6QB to throw more than 250 yards. Plus, I look like a DJ that only plays air horns.
New users save $5 and $50 instantly in Cycrates. Prize picks.
What's that song about gangsters moving on sneaky like?
Real cheese moving silence like lasagna? You wrote it.
What? Spin that.
Now playing on Amazon Music.
Mickey had so much fun last year. He's asking
rubbing will fluff my feathers. Dawn Platinum is for ringing it. You know it. It cuts through the grease better than their old dish soap. Keep whacking. Platinum breaks down the slimy stuff it will leave behind, removing 99% of grease and food residue. That's why only Dawn is trusted to save wildlife. Yeah. I'd fly soap for a clean like that. Dawn Platinum, the better grease getter.
I have a difficult time relaxing, so being able to wind down and get a good night's sleep really helps me. You know, it's a time to relax and reflect on the wins, the challenges where you could improve, but it's also a time just to turn the brain off, to do something that brings you peace. Waking up feeling rested just gives me the confidence to go out and shred the day as hard as I possibly can.
Having interruption is presented by Grey Goose. Make time wait. Please enjoy responsibly. Part of Happy Hour.
Happy time, people. Happy 25th birthday, Andy Pages. After batting .272 with 27 homers and 86 RBI during the regular season, Dodgers outfielder had a miserable offensive postseason, batting only .078, 4 hits, 1 RBI, 11 strikeouts. But what Pages did defensively in Game 7 saved the World Series. Saved it. With the score 4-4 in the bottom of the ninth and 2 out, Toronto's Ernie Clement came up with the bases loaded in a shot to deep left center. Ball game. Pages raced over from center, and after crashing into Kike Hernandez, Pages leaped into the air to take the game winner away from the Blue Jays. The Dodgers won in 11 on a home run by Will Smith and a shutdown inning from Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Remember, Dave Roberts inserted Pages into center field for Tommy Edman during the ninth inning. Talk about making the right move. The game's over. The World Series is going to another series, and he makes this play. And as much credit as he gets, which is like almost all of it, Dave Roberts, what kind of instinct leads you to that? Wow. Happy anniversary, Baker Mayfield. On this day 3 years ago, the former overall #1 pick of the Cleveland Browns led an improbable comeback for the Rams over the Ravens. Capped off by a 98-yard scoring drive just 2 days after the Rams had claimed Mayfield off waivers. Mayfield had started the season with Carolina, but after a 1-5 record there, Mayfield was granted his release in early December. Rams were down 16-3 in the fourth quarter when Mayfield led 2 long scoring drives. He ended up going 22-35 for 230 yards, no picks. After that season, Mayfield went to Tampa Bay, where he has found his footing. And even with yesterday's loss, has kept the Bucs in the thick of a division race this season, despite injuries to all his best receivers.
And to him, you know I did not like Baker Mayfield early on. However, he's talented, he's tough, he's charismatic, he is an injured, no excuses. He's out there with half a team, half a body.
And he runs. And he runs when he does. Yeah. Happy trail for Vancouver in the MLS Cup. Lionel Messi assisted on 2 goals on Saturday as Inter Miami beat Vancouver in the final. Messi won the game's MVP and seems to be a lock to win the second overall league MVP tomorrow. In all, Messi scored and assisted on 15 goals in this playoffs, a league record. 38-year-old has delivered time and again since coming to this league. Taylor Twellman told us Friday, Messi is all but certain to be part of Argentina's World Cup defense next summer, and yet you continue to rip him.
But just to make fun, he's the GOAT.
Is he the GOAT?
Yeah.
I thought you said Ronaldo was the GOAT.
It can't be Ronaldo. There's another guy who played in Argentina. Oh, okay. I want to go to Vancouver and Mexico City to see the World Cup.
What about LA? It's going to be in LA. You don't know?
Let's go to LA.
Really?
I lived my life in LA. Vancouver, Mexico City.
Let's go to the big finisher because the Thunder beat the Mavs and the Jazz this weekend by a combined 51 points. Are you impressed?
Forgot about Calais, which is unforgivable. Yes, Tony, they don't lose. When are we going to take them seriously? What point?
I don't know.
Go ahead, Christmas. I don't know. Dolphins beat your Jets.
30-2. They're 30-2. Yeah.
34-10. Your Jets went down.
The Jets stink. What did I write down here? But since the GM was fired in Miami, they're 4-0, and the coach probably saved his job. Gonzaga blew out Kentucky by 35. Should Wildcat fans be concerned?
5-4 tough schedule. How about Boogie Cousins?
He did.
Former Wildcat.
Yeah.
Fired Virginia Tech head coach Brett Pry. Get this. He's reportedly joining the team as James Franklin's DC. That makes sense.
It might, because he did it before at Penn State, but it's weird to me. It's real. They just fired him.
He's got a big, nice house, and you don't want to.
Very weird. Last one, Monday Night Football, Eagles and Chargers. Do you like the Eagles to bounce back tonight?
Yeah, well, the quarterback in the Chargers, San Diego, has a broken hand, I know it's the non-throwing hand, but still, it's not his leg like the guy in Indianapolis.
We are out of time. We will try to do better the next time. Sue Feinberg, happy birthday.
I'm Mike Wilbon. Same time tomorrow, Knuckleheads. And now to get you set for Monday Night Football, here's Scott Bennett. And the countdown to
Tough soccer, national champs.
Tony, Mike, thank you so much. Greetings from sunny Southern California. Great to be back out on the West Coast. Oh, beaches are calling, but we got work to do. Look at that. Sing it. We love to spell it out. The Eagles fans took over the Santa Monica period on Sunday. Here we go. It will be felt tonight in this building, as they are anywhere they show up. About a 30-minute ride away from SoFi Stadium, where tonight they're saying, "Go Chargers, go." Two good football teams, two excellent quarterbacks. It was a week ago that Justin Herbert underwent surgery on his non-throwing hand, expected to give it a go tonight. Went out and played yet last week with that injury. And undoubtedly the most scrutinized good team in the National Football League. Philadelphia led by Jalen Hurts into action as always. A couple of losses in a row, yes. They still lead the NFC East. A bit of a Rorschach test of these coming on that a bit later in the show. Two good teams to wrap up what has been an excellent week in the National Football League. Eagles and Chargers, it's Monday Night Football. Presented by DraftKings. A beautiful sunny day here in Los Angeles. Gonna get you set for a gigantic game to wrap up week 14 against the Chargers and the Eagles in this wide open NFL season. These teams are as good a guess as any to make a deep run. Who knows? Maybe make it to California for the Super Bowl. This guy got there a season ago. Bid. We got 2 hours to set the table for this one and recap some of what's going on across the NFL on Sunday. This is a magnificent stadium, and as I said all the time, always great to be back here at field level at SoFi Stadium. Magnificent. It really is incredible. That's Marcus Spears, Jason Kelsey, Ryan Clark. I am Scott Van Pelt. Fantastic to be with you. It is warmer in here than it was in New England. Just a little bit.
I got a story. Okay. So I'm getting ready for this week, and I tell my wife, I said, "Babe, you dress me. Okay? You dress me. I'm not doing nothing. You dress me. Look good." So for 2 years, I've been coming to this show without having to go to the mall. Coincidentally, I found myself in the mall the first time I tell my wife to dress me. And then I just realized before we come on TV, I'm sitting my big ass up here in green. Like I'm going for the Eagles. It just registered to me. This is not to go opposite of RC because he does team colors every week. That's right. She put me in green, took me to the mall, and now I feel just dumb, like I'm up here sitting going for the Eagles. Well, not.
She also bought you a tie that looked like a paper bag.
She did. She said the tie looked like a paper bag. Now, I don't know what that story got to do with anything we're going to do the rest
Not a damn thing. Nothing.
But I thought it was important to share.
It is. All right. And so Chargers fans, obviously swag case.
It's not
for Chargers. We're going to get the earliest pivot mention we ever have. We will pivot to the action from Kansas City, which was a significant ball. I'm going to ignore it, keep it moving. We're going to steamroll into the A's. That call hosting. This was a gotta-have-it game for Kansas City, and this is a 4th and 1. Kansas City on their own 31 in a 10-10 game. They went for it. Andy Reid, a position that Swag will discuss in just a moment. His credentials are unimpeachable. We know it. Agreed. But the Texans make it count. A 3rd and 3 play where Stroud a number of times. He extended plays, finds the rookie here, Jaden Higgins. And then after Woody Marks got him down there close, had to leave the field for a moment, Dario Gugawale made the most of his first touch of the game. He pulls his way into the end zone, and the Texans have the lead again. If there's one play that might be a microcosm of the season, I suppose this is it. Travis Kelce's got the ball on his hands, cannot secure it, takes a big shot, and after it's picked, you can see all of it landing in his lap, and it's landed heavy. They have lived in a rare space, but they're now 6-7 in December, and they are facing an uphill climb, while that Houston Texans team looks like a squad no one would want to have to play in the playoffs. Patrick Mahomes had a rare night in terms of being off the mark. The lowest completion percentage he has had in 125 career games. Entering this season, he's never been under 50%. It's happened now twice in the last 5 weeks. It happened against Buffalo in Week 9, and it happened once again against Houston. And there's really a Houston component to this, which we can get to in a moment. Yeah. But Swag, I want to just jump right to that 4th and 1 on their own 31 and a half, where Kansas City had really bottled up the Texans defense, and rather than punt and let them make a mistake, what did you make of that decision?
It's okay to disagree with a great coach, and I think Andy Reid is a great coach. I thought this call was off for him to go to 4th down. And reason being, Scott, and look, he leaned into the confidence that Patrick Mahomes was quarterback. You want to dial up a play where you think you have an opportunity to convert. But it was a panic button I think he hit way too early. And if you were paying attention to this game, the Chiefs defense was starting to put their stamp on this game. Chris Jones was becoming a game wrecker like we've seen him become for a long time. And I think that momentum, you killed your own momentum in that particular situation. I get it, you're desperate, you feel like you gotta win it, but I would have definitely punted that football and given my defense, who were surging, an opportunity to get them off the field again.
He said with a chuckle afterwards, I went for it because I thought we'd get it, which I think we all understand. But then they went for another 4th and 4, and Rasheed.
That's why you do it.
Correct. But then Rasheed Rice had to drop a catch that he'll make 9 times out of 10. You have to think, Jason, I appreciate the lens you view this through. It's emotional. I get it. If you just look from an analytical standpoint, what did you see and not see from Kansas City last night?
I mean, we knew it was going to be a defensive box fight. I mean, both of these teams, the strength of them is on that side of the ball. And it felt like whoever's going to make the fewest amount of mistakes and was going to be able to maintain these possessions late in the game was going to be the team that came out victorious. The Texans did that. Between the drops, the 4th down calls that didn't go their way, that ended up being the deciding factor. And like the 4th and 1, I actually wouldn't have minded. Kareem Hunt is like one of the most guaranteed handoffs. So like, even if you're going to go for it, I would have rather gone to Kareem on that because he's been so successful.
And sometimes we pay attention to the game. That's what my angst was with Andy Reid.
Yeah.
Well, Chris Jones had just dominated 5 plays in a row.
Dominating the whole game. And Spags are starting down with the pressure.
It was like, man, come on, don't put him in that
Stroud started the second half 0 for 7. I mean, it was like 3 and outs that were doing nothing. And it felt like a game where if you let someone make a mistake, perhaps, but ultimately that mistake turns into 7 points. And RC, we talked so much about this Texans defense with good reason. They're as good a unit as there is in the league. What did you see from the quarterback, my friend?
Well, I think C.J. Stroud was coming along this season before we got the injury against the Denver Broncos, but we saw him evade the pressures and make plays down the field to his big wide receivers. Here, you're going to see Drew Tranquill is going to beat the tackle outside. He comes off unblocked, and C.J. Stroud escapes to the right. Watch the way Nico Collins, who was supposed to be running a route to the outside, makes himself available for his quarterback. He's going to kick back across the field, come back to the football, and it's a catch and run. We didn't see Kansas City Chiefs wide receivers making these plays. And here's late in the game, you heard Marcus talk about Chris Jones being a game wrecker. He wins right away one-on-one with the guard, and everyone's covered downfield. Watch C.J. Stroud break the tackle, get outside the box, and now in a circle of Kansas City Chiefs defenders, he throws this football to Jaden Higgins and completes it on 3rd and 3. That's a huge play for the Houston Texans, and those are the sort of things you want to see from C.J. Stroud, because you scored 20 or 21, but this defense, you have an opportunity to win.
At that point, it's a coin flip game, that 3rd down. Instead of a long field goal on a cold night, it turns into a touchdown. And Kansas City goes for it to get on the 4th down. They end up winning by 10, and that means that the playoff picture for the moment, consider that the fixture the Chiefs have been, they're not going to win the AFC West. trust for the first time in a decade. Houston is in possession of the final wild card spot with wins head-to-head over Buffalo, Indianapolis, and Kansas City in the last 3 weeks. So it's not just winning, it's who they're beating. Meanwhile, the Chiefs going to have to win out and get help just to be part of the tournament where, again, they have lived for a decade. Chargers, the significance of tonight's game is obvious. They're sitting at 6th. A loss drops them to 8th for the moment behind the Colts. Speaking of which, this Indianapolis Colts season, which has been such a wonderful story, has hit some bumps and now a monster injury because Adam Schefter, senior NFL insider, joins us. How significant is the damage for his Achilles?
Well, Scott, you see the Colts record. There are not many 8-5 teams that have as many problems as the Indianapolis Colts do right now. They've lost their quarterback, Daniel Jones, to the season-ending torn Achilles. He's out for the year. He will need surgery. They're trying to figure out when, where, and with who to have that surgery. And it's a devastating injury for Daniel Jones and the Colts. His contract expires after the season. They traded 2 first-round draft picks for Sauce Gardner, knowing in part that Daniel Jones could and would be their quarterback. But now there are questions about when he'll be ready next season, even if he does re-sign in Indianapolis. And the man that backed up Daniel Jones, Riley Leonard, now has a new issue his own. He's dealing with knee soreness. They are uncertain whether he can play Sunday at Seattle, and their quarterback, Charvarius Ward, has now entered concussion protocol for a 3rd time this season. Lots of issues right now in Indianapolis, none bigger than the quarterback position.
I mean, what, 3 weeks ago they got the lead in Kansas City. That dissolves, and they lose back-to-back divisional games. Now all these injuries and an incredibly difficult schedule to finish out. Thanks for that insight and information. More to come from you as we continue here on Monday Night Countdown. Keenan Allen told me at the Pro Bowl last year, I'm going to ride this thing till the wheels fall off. Well, they haven't fallen off yet. He will join us as he is having a great season at 33 years young. But Stephen A. Smith, who's with us this Monday night, and Ryan Clark on the field. We'll bring you the one-on-one between Jason Kelsey and Nick Sirianni, plus our weekly visit with the Hall of Famer Troy Aikman, as was a ton of fun all the way. Oh, just our weekly visit when the Eagles play.